Alright, so we are recording 1, 2,
Juan? Who's
3,
Juan?
and 4. And that's it.
Don't touch me.
Don't touch him.
Don't touch me.
You heard him, man. Don't touch him.
Don't touch me.
Can you please stop touching him?
No.
I'm a short fuse.
Are we rolling?
Yeah.
No.
Not yet. We didn't do the thing.
That's why I do the countdown thing.
What thing didn't we do?
The thing we do every day.
Good.
I don't have to do
bring
it.
us
I
in.
want someone else to do it. Good.
He's gonna fucking...
It's coming.
I'll wait till after the recap.
You're smiling and you can't not smile right now because you know you're gonna fucking do
I'm not
it.
gonna do it.
Do
Alright,
what?
guys.
What is he gonna do?
So...
Colin, man. You know.
I hate it because it's so fucking. So last time we played, we had Julie with us. So the lovely Fletcher
She died 4 years ago.
had found you guys while you were shopping. While you were, what was it?
Now I gotta show the class.
Was it inappropriate? What is it? What is it?
I don't know.
Isn't it like the?
Do you have enough memes
so
to show the
random.
class?
It's like an Eggman. I hate it. Why? What did that have to do with this?
I don't know.
Focus on my D&D. I've created a whole world for you.
God, you.
So then,
You were saying.
I was saying, you guys found. Stop it. You guys found Fletcher in the courtyard after you had talked to Juan and he gave you the mask. You saw that it is. He gave you just the plain normal mask, and you kind of gave him a list of things that you wanted on it. I think we did that. We said that you did that like out of game. So you sent him, I don't know, a text or something. So he's currently working on that,
Cool.
and he'll notify you, as it's ready. And when Fletcher met you, I think you guys had plans that day to rob a bank and take down the 3 noble families all in one
Had a
great
lot of
foul
plans,
swoop
yeah.
with this beautiful grand scheme. Which then turned into fuck that whole plan and let's follow Fletcher around while she looked for animals. These dirty, nasty little reptile animals that were being sold by, you kind of stumbled upon an illegal animal, trading operation going on.
Well, we were all members of PETA.
You kind of were like animal free, but instead of freeing all the animals, you only freed one group and left the rest of them in their cages to probably
Not
die.
True. I let them go.
Did you let them all go?
Warehouse 12 or 13.
You did, and they started feeding on the... You're right, never mind. You have freed the animals.
See, we're good. People just misunderstand us.
Yeah, you're right.
Just
The
like PETA.
whole moral of this story is that you guys are good and misunderstood, especially that one.
But the children, of course, was
you were able
unfortunate casualty.
you were able to
Poor
recover
children.
the Bites who were being held in a church by a priest who apparently eats them. He finds them to be like a delicacy.
The children?
No, the Bites, which were these little reptile things. You were busy experimenting that whole session. You were creating abominations. We'll get to you in a second. And upon finding it, you wanted to try to force him to give you guys the Bites. He refused, called the guards. You held the guards off while killing him. Fletcher strangled him to death by accident. You snuck into where his private quarters are, found not only the Bites, but several tied-up children, in which Fletcher immediately jumped into action by opening the door and allowing the vicious reptilian Bites to go into the room and tear apart the bound children, feeding on them viciously. The children died. The priest died. You wrote a very extensive suicide note, Esther, which, upon seeing the priest being torn asunder by reptiles, thought better and lit it on fire.
He
And you
strangled
guys just-
himself, shot himself, and then fed himself to Bites.
And
That's
then
how
fed
guilty
himself to Bites.
his
Like
conscience
that-
was.
One hell of a well-planned suicide this man had. And you guys escaped as Mr. Marbles held off the guards trying to pound down the front door.
Pound down.
Pound down. And you escaped into the night.
Which was the early afternoon.
I think so, yeah. Meanwhile, Astride was down in the catacombs of the massive graveyard that is in this massive city of Valnar, where she was experimenting with her newfound powers from the god virus that had been injected into her during her little excursion to another world. And in using her powers in conjunction with some flowers that she found that she felt a connection to, she found that she was able to create from a normal zombie a nasty, horrific plant-like abomination. Still undead, technically, but also has these like plant-like properties and is a little bit more dangerous than a regular zombie. Actually, pretty fucking dangerous when you look at their bite. Do you have the stats for those, by the way? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. And when you all reconvened at the hotel, Fletcher gave you the box of bites, which were just as terrifying and trying to eat their way out, saying, here you go, these are for the goblins, informing you that goblins actually get along with these creatures very, very well, and that they tend to, make pets of them, training them and the like, which you've seen they've already started to do with other bugs and nasty creatures of the corrupted forest. And I think that's where we ended, if I'm not mistaken. Did you guys bamf back? Or did you say you were going to bamf back?
We portaled to the keep.
I think you did, because Fletcher said she wanted to stay and hang out with the goblins.
Yeah, I think some of us detected possible going loud concerns if we were to go back, so I think we stopped before we did.
You guys are being more careful in this city than you have in any of the other ones so far, and so far it has been working.
Sure. And if that's the recap, I just want to pause a second for the sound check, because
sure,
yeah. So we don't record the whole thing with it muted.
Sure. Yeah.
Do we need a clap? Somebody's trying to ruin this.
You right over there, bud?
Yeah, I'm reading my notes because
We're good.
I don't know if you remember, but Sneak told me at some point
they found scouts in the woods. You also, I forgot, but you also had John send down a man to investigate the blocked door that was bricked over in the catacombs.
Mm-hmm.
So that was also happening. You had also told John,
dear John,
to if you wanted to check on that, you had also told John to start spreading rumors about Cold Steel Inc. and the Magic Hat Company. Rumors that they were bad companies that were involved in
dirty business,
doing deals with the Terrible Three, I believe. So there's
something like that. Yeah.
A minor thing, but something that just in case you wanted to expand upon.
We're trying to put Cold Steel out of business. I like them.
It was whatever her plan was. I think it was just to cause a little bit more chaos and fear in the city. It was basically just to create more minor chaos. So, then we will start with you guys at the keep. If I remember, you bamfed right outside of the front of the keep. And as you bamfed up outside of the front of the keep. And as you guys started making your way towards a tree, because it's only a couple miles off, it's like right down there, through the corrupted forest, you Esther, felt sort of a pulling. You remember that? Towards the castle. Like, it wanted you to come in and show you something. And you could feel the massive crow watching you. You do still have this big raven bird, which you have no idea what it is, but it has so far just been chilling. I now do have the stats and things of it, so the minute that you try to investigate and ask someone who would know what this thing is, or if any of you have a high enough nature check or survival check.
I do. I'm a bird man.
Do you have high survival?
Yes.
Make a survival check and you might be able to know what this bird is.
That's not my dice.
Well, okay. Well, hold on. What did he roll? A 2? He looks at this bird. You do not get to re-roll. You've already rolled.
I know, I just want to take my dice out.
You look at this bird.
Plus 5.
Plus 5, so you got a 7.
That's not too bad.
So you look at this bird and you're like, I know what this is, and you take a look at it.
It's a bird.
And he goes, I have no idea what this is, and he does not know what it is.
Didn't you make coffee?
Yeah.
Did you drink it already?
No.
Is it still over there?
You just left it?
Thanks for leaving coffee in our machine.
Yeah, I don't know where the coffee went.
Did you bring your own cup with you?
Might have. Or I might have found this in the trash.
Weird. You're like a freak.
It's not that weird.
So where would you guys like to go?
What the hell was it that I was so loud?
That was mine.
Oh, okay.
Your dad sent us food pictures.
Why?
If you forward an email, does the
I don't know where
person
to
who
put my
sent
phone
it
that it
also...
won't make a shit ton of noise.
Just if you
Okay.
pull
You just
the
send it to
thing
me.
down so that you can
And
see,
then...
Yep.
Okay.
and then
Turn off vibrate. It's on mute.
Yeah.
So.
I want to go back into the Dusk Keep and see what it is calling to me.
Okay. So Esther, as you guys are walking, Esther stops, turns, looks towards the front of the keep, looks up towards where you can't even see it because it's so high up. It's like a mile-high fucking spire, but you know that it's up there looking at you. And then you look back and Esther heads inside. Do any of you follow him, or do you guys go back towards the tree? Fletcher is just walking straight towards the tree.
Am I there?
I believe so, yeah. I think you had arrived. I think you had arrived at that point, yeah.
Okay.
So have I ever been in this castle post?
No. This is Esther. Esther went away on his journey. He came back with a castle that rose out of the ground.
Maybe I should
like
check
a terrible sore on the horizon.
Maybe I should check it out.
Okay, it is very spooky and gross looking. Not gross in the way of like
a
but it's like it. Yeah, not gross like a whorehouse. You don't think you'll get fucking VD from it, but it is like old. You know what I mean? Dusty and like taken care of. Okay. And do you keep? Remember how I originally described it? Do you keep how it originally was formed? Where on the outside walls there's like massive spikes shooting out, like big metal spikes, and there's like skeletons hanging on it. Okay, so it looks like people have assaulted this thing hundreds of times over the past whatever the fuck many years. It is a grand, terrible sight to behold. Twisted in its own way, where like even the structure of it seems almost like askew. Like it doesn't totally make a whole lot of sense.
I'm gonna call out for Esther.
I turn back.
What is this place?
I got it from Shadowfell or the Fray?
The Shadowfell.
I got it from the Shadowfell.
What do we do with it?
We can use it as a base of operations.
Okay.
Okay.
I hear a werewolf howl in the background.
Vondas pops out of your pack and is looking at it like very curiously, like he's kind of leaning over next to you, twitching his little nose, like and like just studying it intensely, as if he knows something about it, but he's just not sure like where to place it.
Come along, Vondas.
Oh, it doesn't.
Oh, guys, I forgot the music,
DM.
guys.
We should just cancel this
Oh
video.
no, I don't
right
have
now.
And did you ask Vondas a question? I'm sorry.
I said, "Come along, Vondas."
Right. Yes. Right behind you. Where did you get this place? The Shadowfell, you said?
That's right. Draxia sent us on our individual endeavors, and I came back with this.
Oh, all right. Okay, is it
Does it look
haunted or
familiar?
something?
Does it look familiar?
No, it feels kind of. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. Let's go inside.
It's
I
safe
hope
on the
so.
inside at the very least, so...
Is it? It doesn't.
I'll be fine.
It doesn't look like it is.
You know, nothing on the inside will harm me. I'm perfectly 100% safe inside.
Good for you. There we go.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Whenever we're near Esther's shit, I just this is the music I play
It's
because
like we walked into a bubble of upsetness.
the music is called Shadowlands Horizon. I mean, what
That's
the fuck?
perfect.
Tell me that's not perfect. So, well, let's go in, I guess. And you all enter the Dusk Keep as the massive gates simply just open for Esther as he approaches. You know that it is because you willed it open. You looked at the gates, you wanted them open, and they opened. Just as you did the same with the balcony. So as you walk in, you enter, and the foyer is just like how you remember it when you first walked in. The castle, the keep, you imagine, is much the same as when you first experienced it, because you have not changed anything about it yet. So you walk in, and the foyer is exactly the same, minus the foyer boys, which are no longer there.
Why?
Because he put them in the same soul box as the Apex, who has yet to eat or drink. And It's probably suffocating now because it's been quite a few hours since you've opened it. So anyway, that's a 30 by 30 room. It's a good amount of air. So as you enter, you see sort of the dust sort of floating around in the air. And I mean, if you want to think about a haunted mansion, that's what this place looks like. It's not... No, it is well lit now, as there are torches and stanchions that are being lit. And it looks like some of the foyer has actually been cleaned up.
By themselves? They're being lit?
No, they are just already lit.
Oh.
And among the dust, you see someone come and start sweeping the dust in the foyer, and it is sort of a pale blue, kind of like see-through humanoid figure. Looks like they were in like adventurers' clothing, you know, leathers and things like that. And they're just sort of mindlessly sweeping, mouth sort of open, eyes kind of wide, almost like they saw something terrifying. And they're just sweeping across the floor.
I want to silently will that those I'm traveling with shall be unharmed in here.
There is almost a like the house breathed in an acknowledgement, just like
It creaked.
sort of like Esther walks to the center and he kind of stares at the rest of the you know, the ceiling, the walls, and the large staircase going up, and just the house sort of like around him, like it listened to him. You know that this place, I don't know, you can tell he has sway over it. Whatever it is he did here.
This place is weird.
Vondis is just wide-eyed, looking at it, confused, like he's figuring something out, like he's trying to think of something. Go on.
I want to follow the source of that energy.
Okay, so you start making your way through the labyrinth-like hallways, which now are as familiar to you as the back of your hand.
Okay.
You know every nook and cranny of this castle. You will not ever get lost here. And, if need be, you can always make it different. You make your way to the source of it, which is the library. The sign, which was once crooked and sort of dusty, is now right and proper, shined and nice. The doors look nice. The hallway leading up to it is very well cleaned. And you begin to open. Where some of the other hallways are still dusty and dirty, there's like still like you know, a corpse or two. You know what I mean? As you make like skeletons, but you know that your people are on it, and you open up the library, and before you see 5 Shadar Kai tieflings that are all kind of milling about the library. Sort of just walking back and forth. And the one, the primary librarian, who I now have to look up, because I had placed... I believe her name was like... Bonnie or some shit. It was some like really dull, boring name. Was yours the last one that we did?
Yeah.
Here we go, Dusk Keep. Man, my shit is all over the place. Gertrude, the main librarian. So you see Gertrude standing there. She still has like bone sort of armored gauntlets on her hands that are made of like the skulls of creatures. It looks like she was a great huntress and slayer of beasts, but has since, upon entering this house, become obsessed with this library, because that is where her and her fellow tiefling sisters have found themselves. And so still, she pores over these books and organizes them, and is basically the keeper of this library. And if you remember, when you entered here, she was
totally
not...
digged me.
Okay, she did not want to share anything with you until, luckily, your Shadow Kai companion shared the worst poems on the face of the planet with her. And you can see that she is currently binding a book in like some leather and like creating a book.
Okay.
But you walk in and she sort of looks over her shoulder just for a second. Ah, you must be our new, keeper, as it were.
I was beckoned here.
You were beckoned here. How so? I mean, this is your place now.
It's true, but there was a prominent call from this area.
From the library.
I think so.
Interesting.
Did you send it, or do you think it's the work of the keep?
We have done nothing. This keep speaks for itself. But please, by all means, this place is yours.
Are there any interesting books?
There are a lot of interesting books. But she points to you. Are you asking her that question, or are you asking me that question? Okay. She points to these two. Are they with you?
That's right.
Are they allowed free reign of the library?
Yes.
Understood. If you require help with anything, please do ask. You, as she continues to go back to her book, you can feel this. It's almost like in your vision of this whole place, there's like a black speck that, like, when you move, stays there. And, like, it's on your vision, you know what I mean? And if you turn all the way over here, it's still here. But when you turn here, it, like, stops. Do you understand?
What is it on?
It's just, like through the library. It's through a couple of shelves of books. It's just, like, in your vision.
Can I approach it? Does it get any bigger, or...?
Yes.
Okay.
As you start following this weird black speck of your vision, still holding your bird, because you have yet to put it down. As you start walking through, actually, shit. Let me see if she would notice. Yes, she's very astute. As you walk by, she looks over to it. Gertrude takes a look at it and goes, "Oh, where did you get that?" And she looks at the bird.
Valnar.
Valnar? Where's Valnar?
It's not important. They'll be raised soon.
She's from a different world. Huh. Do you know what that is?
I do not.
That is a Vothraven. Beautiful things. I've never seen one up close. And you see her, like, completely negate the thing, and it's, like her old passion coming out, as she was a lover of beasts.
Are they trainable?
Yes, very. They're used by, hunters, all around, your world, the Kronos. We don't have many of them in the Shadowfell. Only a few that come over with adventurers, and if the adventurer may die, the Vothraven, well, they're hardy beasts, and clever to boot. Very intelligent.
Can they mimic speech?
What?
Can they mimic speech?
No, they are not like regular crows or ravens. They do not have that ability, but they are very good in a fight. They harm things, and she kind of puts her, like, fingers against the cage, and it like makes like a hissing noise at her, and she goes, beautiful, beautiful creature. And you see it's like, as its mouth open, it's like serrated beak, and it has like a whippy little tongue. It's just, it just kind of stares at her with its black eyes.
Would you be able to train them?
Well, I suppose I could, but I mean, the library is my calling now. But you are the keeper, and yes, I will do this for you. But we may need a proper environment. On the courtyard, you should make a training ground for beasts. And I may be able to help you, and if you are able to bring anyone else who is wise with animals, it would be very helpful. Bring me more of these creatures, and I can turn them into quite
We have somebody.
force. Okay, very good, very good.
I want to turn back towards the dot. The speck.
Okay. So Esther starts walking straight into the library. What do you guys do? In this big old... You're probably bored out of your fucking mind. It's a big old stupid library with books and shit. It's like...
And hot tieflings.
Oh, the librarians are fucking smoking. They're all female tieflings, and they're hot. They're like hot devil ladies.
Okay.
They're like Astride, but hot. You know what I mean?
What's that supposed to mean?
They're like Astride,
they're all grouped at a
but
table?
they might not kill you for no reason.
Oh, okay.
So, are they what?
Are they all at a table?
Are they blue?
No, they're kind of wandering around. No, they're all actually this, like, palish sort of gray. You're getting loud.
I noticed that.
What?
I noticed that too.
The Shadarkai are what happens to... They're usually elves, but it's when other races hang out in the Shadowfell for too long, and like over generations turn into Shadarkai, or I think they just turn into Shadarkai.
Is that a real race or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look up That's what Alex was during our.
I didn't realize it was like a
Yeah.
influence. I thought they were their own thing.
They kind of are. Like Shadarkai elves, which is usually what they are like way
no,
like 5
that's
feet
cool.
tall.
I
Whereas
misinterpreted and like.
It's
distinct.
like the Shadowfell corrupts and like eats away at everything that goes into it. So when you live there long enough, you turn into like what Alex played through in the Dusk Keep episode.
Not to derail too much, is that like source book? What happens, or
Yeah.
or they okay?
I took that straight from D&D lore.
What is it like? Spellburned or something? Curse burned or some shit like that?
I don't know what
like
that
magic can like corrupt somebody and it makes their own. Like there's this one sundering event that people like basically a magic nuke went off and people got like.
Oh, I like that. Is that in the D&D lore?
Yeah, well, I'll look into it.
I gotta look
later,
that shit up. That would be cool.
Because I'm screwing up what it's called, but yeah, I'll send it if I can find it, and then.
All right,
yeah.
cool. But yeah, so yes, they're sort of a palish, whitish gray. Albino tieflings naturally are very, very rare. These are not albino tieflings. They're just Shadarkai tieflings. So, not so much. It's still kind of rare because usually they're elves and shit. But smoking hot. Definitely smoking hot. In like librarian outfits, they got like their hair pulled up and like glasses and shit. You can tell by their clothes though. They're still in like adventuring gear, so it looks like they came here, and the whole like their attitudes don't seem to like match how they're busying themselves with books, but some of them look like warriors. The woman that you were talking to, this Gertrude, I mean, she looks like she could fucking tear you in half. Like she's jacked, but she's wearing like the bones of like powerful creatures. You know what I mean? As weapons. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to you. These ladies could, if they want to. I mean, you don't know how strong they are, but they might even be able to take this keep. You haven't found any guards. Like, why would they work as librarians? That's probably something that you would be interested in here. Is like, what the fuck is going on? I think it's a weird place. Astride, this place is fucking... Like, really, I think Astride might be interested in this, because there's so much knowledge here. But what would she be doing?
It is a resource.
I'm going to keep following him, because I don't know what this place is. Or
Okay.
what we're doing.
And what are you doing, Alex?
I want to go up to one of the librarians and start talking to them.
As you immediately, as you sit there, you, all right, and start walking over. Vondas goes, no, come on, don't. And you start making your way over to one. Do you go to Gertrude, because she's the closest, or do you go away from her towards one of the
Sure, I'll
others?
go to her.
Okay, then you go to Gertrude, okay. So she's sitting there binding a book and working on, like, looking at the pages. And as you approach from behind, she doesn't even look at you and just goes, can I help you?
Yes, my name is Alex, and I want to ask some questions about this place.
Well, you are with the Keeper, so ask away.
What is this place?
This is the library of the Shadow Keep, or the Dusk Keep.
Well, this entire place, like, why is there a library in this creepy-ass house?
Because
Yeah,
the Keeper willed there to be.
So he made this place.
No, he didn't make this place. He allowed it to continue to exist. This place was here, as it was, and we arrived to take care of it. Once the Keeper took control, he could have annihilated it if he wanted to, but he did not. As there is vast amounts of knowledge here, and I think he recognizes the importance of that.
Are you guys the only ones that exist in here?
Well, we are the only ones, aside from you, that are still alive. Everyone else in here are, and she points towards coming through one of the, library, columns, comes one of those, sort of spirits sweeping, and just, wide-eyed. Almost like the, what?
Is it the chef? The cook?
No, it's just one of the nameless adventurers walking through. They're probably in the kitchen.
And who are they?
They are shattered spirits that are chained here now. They are linked to this place. They cannot leave, and their sole purpose is to do as the Keeper demands. And he demanded them to clean it, and they have. They've been doing an excellent job. They can answer any of your whims, anything that you wish. As long as the Keeper allows it, you may ask them to do anything, and they would help you. But they cannot, they're limited. They cannot, hurt anybody or do things like that. But
So why do you guys stay here?
we have found a calling to this place. We organize the library. We take care of the library.
Yeah, but if you guys are the only ones here, who's here to mess up the library? Like, you guys look like you could be out fighting or doing something worthwhile, not catering to books.
This is worthwhile. This library holds knowledge that has been long since lost by many other civilizations. It has not just collected information from the Shadowfell, it has
collected dust.
Information from countless other places. But it is vast, larger than it looks here, and may take years to sift through all of the knowledge here.
Is there anything fun to do here?
Yes, you can read books.
I said, is there anything fun to do here?
You seem like an unpleasant man.
What?
Because you seem uneducated.
Oh.
And Vonda's kind of, you don't see him, but you see her lock eyes with Vonda's and go, So, is there... Don't know what he did, but... Are there any particular books that you may be looking for?
No. No, I'm good.
No.
I got too much shit to do to read books.
Vondis hops out of your bag and hops onto the desk. She goes, "Oh, a jackalope. Oh, marvelous creatures. Well, hello." And he starts kind of just having a conversation with her. And like,
I'm just gonna walk off.
Okay, you just wander off while Vondis hangs out. Astride, you're following him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You follow Esther, and as you're walking, I want you to roll... I want you to roll just straight, like, perception, but with advantage.
Both of us or her?
Just her.
Gotcha.
Because of... I'm also going to roll. What'd you get? You got a 1 both times?
No.
Oh. Oh, their hand up.
18.
18? Okay. As you're walking...
A circus comes out of the hole.
What's going
No,
on?
I think that's like my music.
That was perfect timing.
We all
Come
stop.
up with
I think-
something witty and funny.
I don't think I was supposed to put this in this playlist. You...
Leave
okay.
it.
Hold on. As you're walking, Astrid, you hear... And you look to your right, and you see something skitter away. Looks like it had, like, spider-like legs. And you... But you feel drawn to it. Do you follow it? Looks like a little monster of some kind. It's not an actual spider. I'm not gonna throw it. What do you do? Okay. So you do not follow it?
No, this place is old and dirty.
Okay. Alright. You continue to follow Esther. As you do.
I bring out my gazer.
Okay, you... And... He comes out with a football helmet on, because that's what he came. That's what he went away with.
But it dropped when I put him away.
Did it?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
then-
made it drop.
Okay, so he just pops out. Books. And you hear, and he,
Laser
he's
beam.
looking that way. You hear, and he starts going that way. And then goes to the end of the hall, looks around, and then comes back to you. Here. And he looks at you confused.
I'll stop.
You stop. Esther's now ahead of you. You're sort of alone in this hallway. And as you're looking around, roll perception.
6.
As you're standing there,
You go blind.
you hear like, and you look up. You missed it, but something just leapt over your head. And the gazer is looking like, he noticed it, so he's looking that way. And as he looks, you see something in the shadow, like, and hop across 2 of the columns and kind of nestle on top of one of the bookshelves. Just,
Oh, we're still in the library?
yes, you're still in the library. Though whatever this thing is running around in the library. And the gazer looks at it. And he goes over and starts chewing on your shoulder. It's painful. He's biting into your shoulder.
I just want to pull him off.
The hell do you keep this thing? What's
And it leaps to the other side. It seems to be watching you.
I want to continue walking.
As you continue walking, the gazer floats around,
Charger on the right.
and he floats up a little bit higher to sort of take a look.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as you're walking, you feel... I want you to roll
I
perception,
don't know why
actually.
it sounds so loud though.
My thing?
My
Probably
computer.
because there's no airflow underneath it.
You want to prop it up on something?
No, don't worry about it. I'll no, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
screw
I
it.
got
No, because everything's
Oh, the
working,
camera.
you know?
Yeah. And the
16.
set up.
16?
If we start getting frame rate or something, we'll screw around.
As you're walking, you feel... and something that kind of like whack your leg. And you look, and this time you can see like definitely like spider-like legs and just sort of like a fat little flat body. Like...
It's a tick.
Kind of, it's like low to the ground, like, and it goes that way, and the gazer goes, and kind of spits, and he's not gonna fire off anything unless you want him to.
I mean, I was gonna have him do his thing.
Which one?
Well, he rolls it at random, so I don't know if I want to do that because he could kill it, and I don't know what it is.
Let's.
Hold on.
I'm gonna say though, let's go back to Esther.
That's
You
fine,
figure
that's
out what you
fine,
want to do
that's
with
fine.
this.
Your music.
Esther, you start walking closer. You're alone now. Astride is doing something with her gazer back there, and there's terrible spitting and biting noises. And as you approach the black spot, it sort of congeals and solidifies, and you finally find that it's the brightest right here on this line of on this bookshelf, and it is a round book. And as you reach for the book, the black like kind of just dissipates around your hand, like you've reached your destination, and you grip this book and slide it out. It is old, of this dark black leather. Not like human skin or any bullshit, it's just regular leather. But it's old as shit. And as you wipe the dust off the front, it says, Story of Spite. You look at it and kind of slide your fingers along the front of it, and you feel like this is your book. Everything here is yours. But this book is important for some reason. You feel connected to it in some way.
Okay.
And you open it, and there is no name of an author. It does not have any sign of who wrote this book. But as you start sifting through it, and you would need to spend time actually reading it in like hours reading it.
Sure.
But as you start sifting through it, it seems to be a tale of some great old story of someone who lived long, long ago. Something about hatred or betrayal. Something about a sword. Something about the Shadowfell, and something about the Fae. But it all seems to revolve around a weapon named Spite. And you recall a little bit of information from another book that's had like a brief hint. It was I think the book about different worlds or something, and it spoke briefly about something from the Shadowfell called Spite.
Mm-hmm.
But it's mostly like an urban legend. This book seems to be about the actual history of that urban legend, about that fantasy.
Okay.
But I mean, it's old, so Might be true. So, I'll get that to you. If you start reading that, you'll get a little bit more information on it, but it's going to take a little while.
Okay.
But that seems to be what you needed as you put it away, and you kind of turn around with your bird. Your bird goes, and you sort of look, and he's looking the complete opposite way, up, and just...
I want to follow its...
And as you look up, you can see that crow, that big fucking crow, at the top of the bookshelf looking down at you. Just staring with its white eyes.
Is it permitted? I want to say to the crow.
Are you referencing the book?
The bird.
The bird? Yes.
Okay. I'm very well.
And it watches you go. I don't know if you guys have ever heard crows speak. I can't fucking do it, but like that's its voice. Like, yes. You know, this uncanny, uncomfortable
Bodily.
shit. Yeah, like they are mimicking others' words. And as you walk away, you feel it watching you intently. And you feel the weight of the book in your breast pocket. Alex.
I go up to another librarian.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what else
So-
to do in this scary ass place.
You start walking over to another librarian, and I want you to just roll charisma. Just roll straight charisma.
Well, that's a 2.
Okay. You walk up and go, well, what's your opening line?
Hey there.
No. And she's,
Wait,
no.
I have questions.
About the library?
Yes.
No.
What's your name?
Go away. Jeez.
That's a weird name. I'm gonna go to the next
Roll
librarian.
charisma.
17.
A 17? Not bad. Hey, you did it.
You did something.
She didn't vomit.
This one you walk over to, and then there's only 5 of them, remember.
Uh-oh. So I'm 2 down.
So, what do you say to this one? What's your opening line?
Hey there.
She turns around, very, very beautiful tiefling. This one looks like she has the equipment of like a rogue.
Mhm.
So she has like two solid daggers and a small crossbow on her back. Yes, can I help you?
Well, I was talking to Gertrude, and she said that all you guys are librarians here.
Yes, we are.
So why waste your time here when you obviously deserve to be out there fighting?
Smooth.
Well, I was out there.
I'm not trying to like. I'm looking for some people to fight with us.
I
not bad.
have fought in the past, and I'm very good at what I do, but this place, it is a calling. I don't know how to explain it. I feel right that this is what I am supposed to do with my life. Now, if anyone were to invade the keep, then the library would be threatened, and I would pick up my blades and fight. But I have no worries about the outside world. I don't want to go out there anymore. I only want to stay in here. This place cares for us. It gives us nourishment. It provides. I have no need to go anywhere else.
It takes 5 of you to watch the library.
This is a big fucking library. Actually, we could use more, honestly. But the broken spirits do their best. And you see,
There's one sweet
you see another one going.
What is he doing?
He's moving books
Ah.
and just
Jesus.
like his last moments were not good.
why are they still here? These spirits.
Because the keeper willed them to be.
So
Many of
Esther
them,
wills them
yes.
to be here now.
yes.
Huh.
Many of them were invaders to the castle, and the castle took them. And, well, when you die here, and if it is the keeper's will, your soul remains, but it shatters who you were. They are only fragments of their former selves. And you see,
Better get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna leave.
you're gonna leave
I'm
the
gonna say
library?
thank you and just leave.
You're welcome. And as you walk away, she goes, and then keeps. So, that one you didn't ask her name, and I wrote down her name. So, let's go back
Well,
to.
none of them gonna leave the library. No chance in trying.
You're gonna leave the library?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? Okay. You walk out of the library, and you are in a long hallway that goes down, and I believe it splits to the right once, and then keeps going forward and splits to the right again.
Is this the way we came from?
Yep.
Oh, well, I'm gonna go to the right.
Okay, so you start which one? The first one or the farther one?
Which one do we enter from?
You don't really remember.
Can I roll to remember?
Sure. Actually, don't you have roll survival? Because I don't know if
Well, then.
survival would be the right thing for this. What?
I rolled a 4 plus 5, so a 9.
Okay. Okay. So, you start walking down, and you go. We were definitely on the right side, and you make your way to the right. And this is a pretty long hallway that kind of goes and gets a little bit dark. It's fucking long, and you're like, yeah, we did walk for a while, so you start heading in. But you know that this is the correct direction, so you just start walking. We'll come back to you because you're going into the castle now.
I'm going out the front. I'm aiming for the front door.
You were trying to retrace your steps to get back to you're just leaving.
Yeah.
You know,
It's a scary place.
fuck this place. I don't appreciate it. Astride, you are sitting there. What are you doing?
I'm gonna cast Major Image and make a replica of this creature.
You didn't really get a super good look at it. You're not totally sure. All you get was like spider legs and it's low and flat to the ground. I would have described it a little bit better if you had.
Well, that's what I'm gonna make.
Okay, so you make something that's like a
Half-baked
like
version.
like a weird
Kill
flat
me.
crab.
But I know what it sounded like, so it's gonna make that noise.
It's gonna make that the noise. Okay. You did see that it was red. That was probably the closest thing you got. So you make it all red. And you make it.
And I'm gonna have it jump around. Wait.
And the gate just and starts following it and yelling at it because he doesn't like it. And as he does, you hear on the right side, and you were kind of having yours just sort of run around in circles and try to attract its attention. Okay. And soon enough, from the area that you hear this thing lunges out and attacks the image, and it phases right through it and kind of topples on the ground, and it's thrashing in the image. So all you kind of see is your image sort of blinking, and you know it's like a in video games where they go through the hologram.
Yeah.
So it's hard to even really see what it is, and your gauge goes and like backs up because it's thrashing like
Can I grab
spiky
it?
limbs, and you see like a tongue come out. What?
Can I grab it?
You gonna jump on it?
Well, how big is it? Oh.
Kind of big, not huge, but it's like
I was picturing hand size. That's
no.
like palm size.
It's like as big as his laptop or something. Probably like that big, as big as Alex's.
Yeah, I'll pick it up like a teddy bear.
So you go and grab it. Okay, I want you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Hold on.
Are we supposed to rob a bank?
Yeah,
We'll get out of here soon.
you're getting out. This is just to get him his thing, but while you guys are in here, I
Might
figure
as well.
the Dusk Keep is a weird place. It's
That
a
is.
weird thing.
5.
5 was your total number?
Yeah. Is this against?
Oh, it's just against a static difficulty.
No. What is this damage that I'm taking?
This was to have you not take damage, but you failed. You're going to take damage now. Okay, you take 21 points of damage.
What kind of damage?
Piercing and slashing.
Alright, so it's half.
So, okay, yeah. So as you grab it, this thing sinks its teeth into like your forearm, and you're like, "Fuck!" and you kind of pull it off, and as it's like, it's just like claws and teeth, and the tongue sort of wraps around like it's trying to hold onto your arm, and you're like, "Gah!" and as you rip it off, it sort of like rips the flesh with it. And as you're sitting there holding it, and you kind of slam it to the ground, and as it like slurps up the flesh that it took off of you, it eats it and then calms down. And as it's underneath you, it's like spider-like limbs sort of pull back and curl in, and you hear it underneath you purring. Do you get off of it? It has retracted its violent sort of shit, and is after it ate a piece of you, is now like
You just have to feed it.
sort of content.
Okay. Yeah.
So as you get off, you look, and you see a large, well-kept, red leather-bound book that has no title or writing on the front or spine.
Sorry. What?
As you back off, it sort of is half transforms, and it resembles kind of like a mimic, where eyes sort of like pop up on the thing, and it's like looking at you, and it's the actual pages sort of open into like a mouth, and it goes, and the gazer goes and spits on it, and it goes and like tries to get at your gazer, and the gazer goes and flies to the ceiling and is screaming at it.
Stop it. I want to bap it.
And it extends a little spider legs and kind of crawls around.
I'm gonna pick it up.
Okay, you go to pick it up, and it pulls its spider legs in and shuts its eyes in its mouth, and it becomes a book again.
I want to go back to the librarians.
Okay, you go back to the librarians. So you go back. You go back to the librarian. Does this require? I can't remember if it requires attunement. It does require attunement if you want. So you take it back to the
I
librarians.
don't think there are any more spots.
And as Gertrude
I have one more spot. I want it.
And as Gertrude is sitting there looking over some things, she's speaking to Vondis, and she's sitting there and
I
just
forgot about Vonda.
just speaking
Me
with
too.
Vondis, and
I
they
left
seem
him out.
you did, and they just seem like enraptured in a conversation. It's like, really?
Yeah, if he's happy you're here, he can stay here.
And she goes, well, there's not much that I actually know, and you would have to ask the keeper more if I'm allowed to give you that information. But oh, hello.
You're giving out information?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I am a librarian.
No, I'm just kind of curious. What
I can
What
only
was-
give certain information.
What was Vondis asking?
Vondis goes, well, nothing really. I wasn't asking that much. Well, he was inquiring about the keep itself, where it came
How to destroy
from,
it.
who was the original owner, and all about it. And I was telling him what I know, which is not as much as I would like. I am trying to find that out. As I am the keeper of knowledge, I should have more knowledge about this keep.
Do you have any knowledge about this book?
D's notes.
Where did you find that?
Over there.
Where specifically did you find it?
Is that important?
Valerie? Yes? I told you to lock up the tome. Which tome? The gnashing tome. And she goes, I did! The little fucker got out. That, what you're holding in your hand, is the gnashing tome of abomination.
Oh.
Or abominations, technically. It is a wicked little thing, but full of very, very interesting knowledge. I see you have tamed it. And she looks at your arm. Ah, yes. You can only really calm it down if you feed it fresh flesh.
Oh.
But once it is calm for quite a while. If you want to make it yours, you would have to ask the keeper, which I will say, Esther, you start approaching now and find that Astride has found a big red leather-bound book. And Gertrude goes, it seems that one of your company has found the Gnashing Tome of Abominations. Would you allow her to leave the library with it?
Sure.
Make it her own? Then you'd simply need to attune to it, and it's yours. Do you do so?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'm going to put this.
Give it to me.
I'm going to give it to you. It's the most boring way I've ever said that. I am going to give it to
going to give it to you.
Insert girder.
you. Prepare yourself for the giving.
Let's go.
Ugh.
The
Gave.
What are you already? Oh yeah, you are already attuned to very important things.
Yeah, but I have one more spot.
You do have one more spot. Here it comes.
Spoilers.
Here comes the giving.
Stop.
Choo choo.
Oh. Why?
There you go. It's in your. It should be in your thing now.
I still have my panda suit in my inventory.
Yeah.
I was like, why is my AC low? Oh, I took off the panda suit.
You don't have your armored panda. So, you now have the Gnashing Tome of Abominations. Have fun looking
See
through
it.
that. That requires reading as well.
I will read it.
Okay.
What was it? Oh, okay, check. Alright, so I'm ready to leave. I want to do two things before we leave, though.
Blow a load.
I want
No.
to go to the inventory, the labyrinth. Where
You want to
we were-
go down to the dungeon?
Yes.
Okay.
There's a
So-
dungeon?
What?
There's a dungeon in
There
here?
is a dungeon.
Ooh.
You don't hear that because you are making your way back towards
I'm
the
lost
entrance.
as fuck.
So you're not lost as fuck.
Okay.
I want you to roll another. I want, you know what? Not survival here.
Well,
it
it's
would be
his
intelligence
turn. It's
here.
his turn still, right?
I will, but I just want you to do this in a minute. So you want to start heading towards the dungeon now?
Yes.
Guys are always sending me secret messages.
Dick pic.
Okay. So you're leaving the library?
Yes.
I know how to roll a natural 20 every time.
None.
Did you send me in Messenger or a text?
Messenger.
Okay, I see that. Gotcha.
Okay.
All right, so, Jeff, if you would take a look in Messenger
Oh, okay.
and just say yay or nay.
I don't see your messenger. Stop, Alex.
Don't, Alex.
I can't look.
Oh, it's from...
It's from her.
Oh, yeah.
My character dies.
Okay. So, you start making your way out into the hallway, Esther, with Astride in tow. Astride, as you are sitting there, you have found that petting the book soothes it, and it enjoys
Like
it.
in Harry Potter.
Like that nasty little book in Harry Potter, but this thing is like, will actually hurt
It
someone.
had spider eyes too.
Maybe. This mimics kind of do. They have like a
Yeah.
bunch of bubbly eyes. So as you guys start making your way,
Downtown.
Alex,
Yes.
you have been walking for about 5 minutes down this
I'm
hallway.
gonna say 5 hours. I'm like,
No.
oh.
And it has kept going and continues to go. And go and go. I want you to roll intelligence. What did you get?
I didn't roll yet.
So fucking loud.
What do I mix with intelligence? Oh, 0. 11.
11?
I'm fucked.
It's probably just a bit further. You know that you'll come across it, and soon enough, in about 15 more minutes, you do. You come across the staircase, and you remember, there was the big staircase that was from the foyer to the rest of. This must be that staircase, and it goes down and curls a little bit, and you're like,
Is that how the staircase was?
roll intelligence. Actually, we're gonna use your 11.
18.
Nope, we're gonna use your 11. Never mind.
I'm saving that.
Yeah,
one
you're
for
pretty
next
sure this
one.
is what it was. So you and start making your way down the staircase. Vondas is just hopping along with you guys. And you're going down a big spiral staircase. So, it isn't long before you guys find your way to the dungeon. Not long at all, actually. Just a few steps away.
Is there like a doorway to the dungeon?
Do you wish there to be?
Yes.
And there is.
And I want it now to be the doorway to the dungeon and like a 30-foot drop into where the actual dungeon is. So it's like sunk now.
Okay. Very well. So there's the doorway itself, and as you guys approach, it's just a clean drop, and the dungeon is down there.
Yes.
So 30 feet down, you have this massive labyrinth with the walls, extending the ceiling that kind of extends to blackness. Do you still want that?
Yes.
Sort of an endless roof. Okay.
Can I attempt to conjure maybe 20 of the house servants down here?
Absolutely.
and I want them standing on the top, like of all the, crypt shit. And can they speak?
I'm gonna say yes, but it will not sound like normal people.
Okay.
They can speak. Never will you trick someone into believe. Never will someone believe that these are like normal people.
Oh, I don't need them to.
Okay, that's fine. They can like mimic words, but it's gonna like if you say hello. You know what? Go ahead. Tell me what you want.
I want them to just continually chant, "Your king betrayed you. Your god betrayed you."
So as you say that, like, and a 1, and a 2, and a... Do you want to have them practice it, or do you just want to...
Just go for it.
Just free roam it? Okay. Is anyone
They're
down
going to be
there?
here for almost eternity, so I think they'll get it eventually.
Okay. The voices, like broken voices, just like their souls. Your king betrayed you, your god betrayed you?
Yes.
Your king betrayed you, your god betrayed you. And they're just like us, yeah. And it's just sort of echoing into this pitch blackness. Some of them, your king betrayed you. Like, you know what I mean? It's different pitches, the deeper voices, and it's just fucking terrifying to hear, and it is echoing, which makes it so much worse. Some of their voices are like sandpaper, some of their voices are like broken glass, some of their voices are like gurgling mud. It is horrific to behold.
Alright. I want there to be
You kind of like it.
replenishing but never abundant scraps of food and water sources in the pit below.
Random spots,
Oh yeah.
like item drops.
Like item drops.
In levels of Halo, I like it.
Mhm.
Okay, and as you sort of wave your hand, you are witnessing this. He is controlling this place. As you sort of wave your hand, you see like a jug of water, like a little, tray of food.
Mm-hmm.
And as you see like other, like throughout the darkness, like little springs of light from where things like that happen and the light would fade, but there they are.
And at 30 feet below us, like where the door opened, but at the bottom of this pit, I want to open the soul box with Locomotive Larry.
Okay.
How deep?
30 feet.
30 feet. Okay.
He can jump 31 feet.
So, it opens. Out comes Locomotive Larry. And the cacophony of voices echoes as he sort of looks around and he spins around and
Is
he
it
looks and sees
dark?
them. Oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
It's fucking pitch black down here.
Well, if you
but he can
okay.
see up there. Is there any source of light up there, or do you just want fucking black?
Just darkness.
Okay, so just he looks around and he cannot really see you. Does not really know where he is. But hearing the voices, your king betrayed you, your god betrayed you, your king betrayed you, your god betrayed you, over and over again, and he just... You will not break me! You will not break me!
5 minutes later.
You've slain those people! You have killed countless! You are
I want to
monsters!
close the door.
And I will bring you to justice! As he is ramming through walls.
Okay. And I want to go back upstairs.
Okay.
So you moved him from one prison to
A worse
a bigger prison.
A prison where he won't suffocate in
Nice.
6 hours, which
It
is what
has
he would
food
have.
and water.
Yeah, he just has to scrounge for survival. Ah, okay. Interesting turn of events.
A better soul box.
I will make a note of this.
Likewise, I'll clear out one of my soul
You
boxes.
should have live
I'm just
feed
gonna
of this.
I still have the Shadow Kai body, so I guess we can hold on to that soul box for, I don't know. So I have Locomotive Larry and Goth bodies. I can remove Locomotive
Goth
Larry.
bodies.
Goth bodies.
Remember the choir boys were?
Oh, is that what you made them? Goth bodies? That was what was in there.
They
with
were
them,
all
yeah.
goths. I
They
don't know.
are, that's true, yeah. The Shadow Kai are sort of gothy. Dungeon. Locomotive. Larry. Chanting. Souls. Okay, so, Alex. Your king betrayed you, your god betrayed you. I'll write that down. Oh, they will stay there forever. They don't need to ever leave. Fuck.
Good times.
Alex, it has been 15 minutes, and the staircase is continuing to go. And you continue to follow it, because when you turn around and look up, it is pure roiling darkness. And you're like,
And the light doesn't even help.
There were stanchions on the way up.
But like my flashlight or anything.
You shine it into the darkness. It is impenetrable darkness. And you just, and you continue going down.
I'm gonna get on the radio.
Okay.
And call Esther.
Soon enough. Yep.
What do you say?
Esther,
Yes?
I'm fucking lost in your castle.
You'll meet us in the courtyard.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep walking down.
Keep walking down. Every once in a while, one of those horrible spirits walks by you that's just...
Like, locking eyes with me, just floating up the steps.
It's their broken fucking souls. You're just... Ugh, as they continue. Vonda's following you guys. Do you guys head for the exit?
Yes, for the courtyard.
Okay. So you start making your way to the courtyard, and you make it out to the courtyard. And Vondas is kind of... You guys are just sort of waiting for Alex. And Vondas is waiting there with you, and he goes, So, what is the plan with the Apex? Are you trying to break his mind?
Maybe he'll be valuable to us in the future if we do break him.
Recondition him.
Making
Make him better.
him a possible ally.
Yes.
Or a weapon, at least.
A tool.
Not a bad plan. Not a bad plan. So, you just wait for Alex?
Yes. I want to set up that animal training area in the courtyard.
Okay. You turn, and I'm going to say Gertrude kind of explained what she might need.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like, I don't know what you need for like the birds. There's those like posts that they chain them to when they're chilling out, and then like they let them out to like do their shit. For other ones, there's like tracks and shit for them to like teach them how to like go and hunt things, and I don't know, all kinds of shit that you need to train animals. I don't fucking know. Lions with hoops and whips and fire. I don't know. So you set up equipment and things like that they may need. There it is. And you can make things out of wood, stone, and metal. Just remember. Pretty much whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as you set that up, looks solid. And soon enough, after how long until Alex gets here?
5 minutes.
Okay, so 5 more. You could have made it 30 seconds. 5 more minutes until Alex comes walking out of a door that was on the main like foyer door, but a smaller door opens, and it like instead of leading to the foyer, it is a staircase, and you kind of
Another staircase.
well like think here's the front door. If the front door opens, you're looking at the foyer. All right, now shut the front door. A smaller door on the front door opens. You should be looking at the foyer. You're not. You're looking at a staircase and blackness. There is no foyer there. It defies, you know what I mean? So he comes walking out, and there you are. Now you have found your way out. You look behind you, and you're at the front door, and it makes no sense.
I just want to walk past that one and say, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Did not have a good experience in the Dusk Keep. Okay, so Alex just walks past you. Vondas is like, can I get in the bag?
I'll open up the bag.
Thank you. And he kind of shuffles in and pops his
And he's
little
gone
head out.
forever.
Nope, pops his little head up.
He went in too deep.
Excuse me.
So, are you all making for the tree?
Yeah, I think I'm going to leave the bird here. Not so much training it, but just within the outside of the Dusk Keep.
Oh, yeah, okay. So you want to set the cage down and let it out?
Yep.
Okay, you let it out, and it kind of, like, and very quickly makes its way to, like, one of, like, the posts that's in the training area. It just sits on it and kind of hisses with its tongue, like, and as it's kind of looking around, it hears, like, some rustling from a tree and just and goes straight into a tree, and you hear some sort of small animal die.
I will return, Ptolemy. I'm done with the Dusk Keep.
Okay. So, where are we headed?
To the tree.
To the tree?
To the tree.
Alrighty then. I don't have any things for tree. What's this?
You said there were people there. Oh, you mean music?
Put the Avatar theme song on.
What's the Avatar theme song?
I don't know, but I'm sure it's good. Well, this is good too.
I don't know what this is. I can't. I put it in tribal.
That's good.
So anyway, you're gonna get tired of it. There's only one song.
Can't we lower it down a little bit?
So as you guys approach, you find the goblins have, in the time that you have left them with those vehicles, they have now, some of the vehicles have been turned over since you took the wheels off of some of them, and they destroyed most of them. They flipped the Humvees over and have now been using them as like little houses. So like one of them is tipped over on its side, and it's sort of like a wall that they all sort of like scurry inside of, and they like live in it like that. Another one is right side up, and the roof was ripped off of it, and they put like tents up in it, and they like live in that. So they're just turning it into like all of the military vehicles they've turned into like mini houses, and the guns, the ones that had chain guns, they had taken off and have now affixed them onto like wolves and the big scarab beetles.
That's awesome.
And have put them on there because that's their vehicles. They don't drive cars; they drive these. They ride
That's
monsters.
pretty awesome.
You also
A wolf with a chain gun on
Can
it.
you imagine a dire wolf with a chain gun on his back?
and you see Fletcher as she is playing with the bites, and the goblins like are fucking loving it. There's a shit ton of goblins around like and they're clapping and they fucking love the bites. And some of them are like putting their hands and having the bites like chomp on them and they're like yeah, like they just fucking love it. And you see that they're already starting to train them, where they're like, you know, some of them they're playing games with them. They're sort of like fighting with them, and that's how they train them. There's like a kinship there where the bites see them as fellows. You know how dogs consider you to be part of their pack when
They think you're
like
a big dog.
That's kind of what happens with the bites. They're like, yeah, these things are cool as hell. And so you also see that there are now 2 more bites than there were
I was gonna ask
originally.
what the population of the goblins looked like.
There's a fuck ton of goblins.
Like
At
rabbits.
this point,
Is that
there
metric?
are more. Not only have they been breeding, probably because oh shit, they're babies. That's a whole nother. There's a nursery if you want to check that out. But the goblins, yeah, what they do, how goblins raise their young. But what they do with the other is they have been going and getting the other tribes from the Scorpion Swamp. They have been collecting the other tribes, like what
Awesome.
Sneak was doing
Recruiting
beforehand when the elves came to try to wipe them out originally, and you guys got vengeance to take Elmira.
Is that sad guy here?
What sad guy?
The sad guy.
Alex Avatar.
No,
Yeah.
he is not
He left?
here. Yes.
Where did he go?
He is wandering.
I need to find
Where
him.
did he go?
You don't know.
You do.
No way of reaching
You
him.
do.
Me?
Yeah.
He's wandering the Chronos.
Why?
Because it's what I want to do.
He's too sad for that.
He's too sad to stay here and fight a war that he doesn't care about. Couldn't convince him to do that. He's an eternal
I could
protector for the
convince him
chain
to
of
do that.
sorrows.
Ooh.
What?
I could convince him.
Oh,
to do
did you
that.
want to dominate someone and I took him away?
No.
I'm sorry. Is your League of Henchmen not good enough for you?
No.
And the endless monsters that I have allowed you to create? So, their goblins there are a vast number. You see that they are building in the tree as well. They are now there are sort of like ropes and lines and chains hanging down from it, and you see them climbing down and starting to affix hunks of metal and shit to the tree to try to build upon it, making the Lacuna tree this epicenter of
Junkyard.
goblin and bug
Castle.
monster activity. Yeah. Other corrupted beasts they have found in the forest and seem to be taming. You see some of the big fucking corrupted boa constrictors as they're sliding through, and a little goblin is riding on top of it, and he's slow bike, and just kind of riding it as it's going by.
What is he riding? A boa constrictor?
It's a giant boa constrictor, but it's slow, so he's it's just a slow bike, and he's just riding it. And there's another one on the back, and it's facing the other way. tons of wolves. They love wolves, the bugs. There are more badgers, like corrupted, nasty badgers that they are like feeding and fighting with and shit like that. It is good. It is the beginnings of something. You can see the beginnings of possibly a good fighting force. There's a whole section where Shoot is training them in how to like fuck with rifles and things, and the other ones that you taught how to use like shotguns and stuff. You kept them here. They have been training more. None of them are as good as the ones that you trained. You were a little, you know.
They didn't all die, right? SEAL Team
No.
Goblin?
SEAL Team Goblin 6? No, just like one of them died. And it was like sad, because he caught it. He caught one of the Avengers' knives to the throat, and there was nothing you could do for him. But, because they are small and weak, but the other ones are still alive, and they have been carrying on the mantle and like have been teaching them how to use shotguns. There aren't enough shotguns, though, now. Now you have a problem where there aren't enough assault rifles. There aren't enough shotguns. From all the soldiers.
Supply them.
There you go, with the warehouse with wine and plan. Either people of Valnor or here too.
Now they are also still training traditionally with like swords and shit. Slash is teaching them how to like swing swords, and Sneak is teaching ones how to sneak around and stab. They are teaching.
You want to give them Winan's armory? Because you don't really use anything from it.
Yeah, but I think it's... Oh, the black
The ones
box.
we took were
Yeah.
just an idea.
I'll keep thousands of rounds of ammo, but
So you never have to buy
the
ammo.
hundreds of guns and other ammo, we could totally give them.
Let's not tap out my soul ring yet, but when we're here next, we can give him that stuff.
You did have to use it to let him out, by the way.
Mhm.
Whenever you open that, yeah.
How many charges do you have at long rest?
I have about 3 uses a day, so I have one left before long rest.
I definitely need to rest at some point.
Well, I could meet with Shoot, and then
Or
we
we
can
can
do
do
it.
it and rest.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Alright, yeah, so I'll use the last soul box for the armory. Unless, is there a place you want to do this?
You know what? You could put it in Wining's old house.
Let's do it.
All right. Empty Wining's armory back into Wining's armory.
But you're putting it back, essentially.
Yeah.
So
We made it better.
you find where Winan's old house was with the armored sort of, and as you approach it, the door was left open, and from the last time you guys came and ransacked it, I guess, and it appears that someone is living in it, and you see that there are like other like crooked blades and like big rocks and like clubs and shit in here. Like they knew it was a weapon shop, and they are seeing more weapons. Not sure who lives here, but you just dump all the guns in there.
Well, I'm gonna knock. If it looks like
Whoever they're not here. It's empty.
Does it look like they're trying to open up a shop, like they're a shopkeeper?
Not really. It looks like they're just collecting garbage that
Ah.
can be used as weapons.
Find Shoot so you can get him to train.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find Shoot.
You find Shoot. She's down there training some of the other goblins, like some of them with bows, and then like some of them with rifles. She has
my
like no
secret-
attention span, so she keeps going from one to the other, and they have no attention span, so it totally works.
She has my awesome bow, doesn't she?
She does actually, yes. Or the Silent Hunter, I think
Yeah.
it's called. Yeah, on her back. The
I want
black
to go
one.
up to her.
And she runs over and hugs your leg.
I was gonna say, goblin greeting is just a hug.
Theirs is, because they like you guys. Probably biting, and like, when they hug too, their claws dig into you, because they're like, yeah! And it's like, like little tiny knives stabbing into you, like, and you kind of pull them off, and she's like,
I got good news.
good news! What?
We've got guns.
I love guns now!
Lots of them.
They are good!
So everyone that you've been training can
Yes.
now be equipped properly.
Them? And she points to, like, the ones that she was training.
Yes.
Good! Where? Give me guns!
They're gonna be in the old gun shop.
You might need to point that.
Metal?
Yeah, with the metal door.
Oh. Slash! And Slash is teaching some how to attack. Ah, we put guns in your house! My guns! Ah! And now they're yelling at each other.
So you guys all have to share and make sure only
No!
only the ones who can shoot uses the guns. The ones that can only use melee stuff, they have to use weapons.
Yeah! And she points to Slash. And he...
Because I can see them running around with
Is he drumming?
No, he's
with
Oh.
he's using
handguns,
swords.
using them as weapons.
Yes, they will.
Hands.
Some of them have already done
So
so.
I want to specify
Some of guns broke.
how many.
Many. Well, no more bullets. They chew.
Don't shoot with the
When
bullets.
bullets still, they chew and
Do
smash.
you have a pile of broken guns?
Mm-hmm.
I want to get to that pile.
Okay, there's a lot. There's maybe like 15 to 20 broken guns.
Alright, I'm just gonna.
And you're like, fuck.
What's it called? Light activity? What? It's almost
Okay,
like a
during
rest.
like a short rest.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start
Sure,
building, fixing that shit back
You
up.
sit full, like, Indian style, full of things, and just
There's probably about like 50 springs.
and
all
then
over
just
the place.
start assembling guns. And Vondas is sitting there, and he starts helping you, sifting through it, and
And a great creature.
trying to assist you with it.
We'll go to that flower pub after this.
Ooh, I would love to. Thank you very much. Anything you guys want to do?
I guess find a
Do you,
place to
do you
rest.
go and dump you've dumped all the guns in the thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, nice. So you guys are resting back in the tree again.
Yeah, I
Um,
need
It's like
to.
we're back home.
Do you guys have specific places that you rest here?
Yeah, in the ladies' tower.
You
or
go
whatever.
to the mainly. Okay.
Mine was Windings, but it looks like.
As you head up
Sad
there,
is
you
it?
get to the top, and as you go through the sad elevator,
The sad.
you have your new book, and you walk in, and you hear like the sound of metal, and you look, and there is standing a little goblin in full metal plate mail, and he looks up, like it sounds like you startled him when you walked in, and he goes, and it's full helmet, so you can't. It's like muffled. He goes,
Lady Astride, do you wish to enter?
Yes.
Do you wish anyone else to enter?
No.
Tombstone will not allow.
and he opens up the door and just lets you walk in. And then as you walk in, he
Okay.
slams the door shut behind you, and you hear him like clack his way over and stand in front of the doors and not let anyone else in. Tombstone does not allow them. Esther, where do you sleep? Where do you rest?
The Drow's cavern underneath.
Ah, okay, very good. So you go and his where
Laboratory.
he was. Oh shit. Okay, cool. So you go there. You see the forgotten works of your people, but not your people. Your people of this land. Your people of this place, which is still a concept that you're trying to get used to, but still very much the same. And you enter it and you rest. Is this a long rest?
Long rest, and if I do have the dummy 4 hours, I'll start reading that spite book.
Okay, cool. So, we'll get to you in a minute.
Also reading.
You can read for 8 hours, can't you? Alright, that was fast. Alright, well, you get if you look on there.
I know which one I want.
Okay, alright. Oh no, when you read for 8 hours, you get all of the ones that say that you can get them from 8 hours.
Are you sure?
Yep. I made that myself. That is my own thing. So think
It's
of
not
it,
play tested.
think of it
and
like
it's a
tears.
class
Oh
game.
no!
I
What
don't-
she just
I
got.
don't-
Everything I give you guys
Listen.
is bullshit strong,
Well,
except
listen.
maybe him because he's already a killing machine.
I
So
like it that way.
there's not much I can give you to stop you from murdering every character in the game.
'Cause-
You guys, at least I give you things you have to think about and create. I just give him things that kill. So
Are you sure? Because like the way I read it was like you read this specific passage for 8 hours, you learn how to do this. I
No,
don't
in-
mind spreading it out if you
in-
want to.
Entire book.
the way that I wrote it was in 8 hours you have learned these things.
Okay.
In 16 hours you have learned these things. The thing
Okay.
is that the cooler the thing, the much longer you have spent reading the book until it's like 48, 80 hours. Like some of them are, and I'm still adding to that. So don't you worry, I'm gonna keep throwing it in there.
The book just keeps getting bigger as we're going
Yeah,
along.
for you're not learning specific spells with this book. This book is a story. This book is a tale. And so far as you are reading into it, you've seen the book is about someone. Dun dun dun. Give me 2 seconds. Monsters. This is also I'm taking from the actual D&D lore. This book is about someone named Dub Kata, and that's Elven for the Dark Crow. And as you read into it, you realize the Dark Crow was someone who lived in the Fae, the Fae creature. And something happened where he betrayed the Summer Queen. And the Summer Queen was like, you know, fucking like leader of the Fae. Like that's a big dick to be slapping, you know, to be pissing off.
Excuse me.
So great was the Summer Queen's wrath.
Was that written?
Stop this. So great was the Summer Queen's wrath that she no mention of actual spite yet, but so great was the Summer Queen's wrath that she cursed every member of Dub Cathar's house. Other Fae refer to the descendants of Dub Cathar's house as Dub Sith, or in common, Darklings. And then it starts talking about his descendants, the Darklings, which were the other people who shared his blood that the Summer Queen had cursed. And when you read it, you realize, Darklings, that was who I met in the Fae. Those were those two little elven things that looked like you, and we're like, what? Like, they saw you, and they sort of really liked you, and sort of found a kinship with you. Those are Darklings. So somehow, this Dub Cathar is related to them, or they are related to him.
Okay.
And anyway, as you begin reading more, you get more information on Darklings and things like that, but you're kind of wondering, well, what happened to Dub Cathar? All they know, they know that his true name has been destroyed from history, and that and the other thing is you start reading through the handwriting changes, and at this point you're getting very tired, but the handwriting changes, and it appears that someone else has now begun writing, and now it is not a story about what happened to this person Dub Cathar. It is now a story written in, was it first person? Someone writing about themselves going through something on a journey. And it seems like someone is escaping being hunted by the High Court of the Fae. Which sounds familiar to Vondas's thing, but it's not Vondas. This is way before Vondas. But it seems like someone is being hunted by the High Court of the Fae, and you are led to believe that now who is writing is Dub Cathar.
Wasn't there another book I had written about a journey that I couldn't really understand?
Yes, but that was someone else's journey through other worlds.
I was gonna say when I was on the whale, that was.
Yeah, I believe it was someone's journey through other planes of existence, and then this one is specifically about spite. That one mentioned spite, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. This one is about. You know what I mean? This one's actually about spite and where it is.
So I know offhand, they're not the same authors at all.
No.
Okay.
No, these are two different authors.
Okay.
But this one is more related, and as you kind of start reading, now you're starting to get into the juice of it. But yeah, you're getting a little tired, so it's time to go.
I pass out.
Yeah. So, I'm going to say 8 hours pass. Alex, you pass out at one point while making these things, but you are able to fix most of the guns, and then kind of you fall asleep on the pile of guns, like holding them.
Nice.
And other goblins gather around and sleep around you because they see you as like a leader. Many of the ones who you trained are like, and they come over, put like leather pelts on you, and then they'll just start like curling up because they think that this is also maybe part of the training or something. If he's doing it, we must do it.
You never know.
So, I'm stopping this tribal shit because it's getting irritating to me.
Turn it up.
Just turn it up louder.
No.
It'll make them feel at home.
So, what are you guys doing now?
Sleeping. Yeah.
Oh, wait, we're surrounded by goblins, right?
Football.
As you guys wake up, you exit your chamber, or do you stay there?
No, I'll exit. That's fine.
Okay. You exit your chamber. And what do you wish to do?
I'll head back down.
Okay. As you exit, you see that Tombstone is... Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
You see that Tombstone is still awake, and when you open the door, He has like a sort of like a pike with a spike at the end, like a big bladed sort of weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And when you approach, you open the door from behind him, and he pulls like a sword out from his left, and kind of like, and then looks at you and goes, oh, and just kind of moves over and lets you go.
So from up here,
He's got a big axe, I believe, like a halberd, actually. Go.
I'm just gonna ask him, have you guys captured anybody as of recently? I was told there were some intruders.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
there's them over here.
Mm-hmm.
Down in cells. There is a jail down below.
There's a jail?
Yes,
Was that always here?
yes.
Yeah, I think I broke out of it.
You guys went and you let the goblins out of it. You
Yeah.
rescued Sneak and Slash and Shoot, I believe,
That's
out of
right.
it. And that's
Okay.
where you decapitated what's his face.
Okay.
And then did the spell to keep his body alive and locked it in that hyperbolic chamber.
Okay, I'll head down there. That's where I'm going.
So, you head down. I don't know if any of them really. Okay. So you go down to the prison, and as you head down there, you do find. Stop it. Stop. You find that there is some more goblins standing guard down there. And some of them are in like clacky metal armor like Tombstone is, but just not as full and hefty. Some of them have like big metal gauntlets. One of them has a big helmet, but nothing else. They're like little bastardizations of him. And so you go down there, and the one in the helmet goes,
Who goes there?
Can he see me?
"No, he can't. The helmet's too big." And the other one goes, "Okay."
Take off his helmet.
And he goes,
No, give it back! Oh, hello, Miss Astride.
I'll give it back.
You may enter.
and the other one's just like, and so you walk, not as good as Tombstone, but he's trying. You walk into the prison, and as you start making your way down, you hear in one of the cells, and you make your way over, and you look in and you see a man kind of, and you see all of his clothes have been ripped off of him by the goblins. He seems pretty badly beaten. And yeah, he's just a little worried about what's gonna happen to him.
Nice.
I can't find anything. I guess maybe Shadowfell to continue this whole spooky vibe we got. I feel like whenever you're around, we should get. I need to find music for Astride,
Spooky.
but it can't be like this because it's too chill. I feel like it should be like or some
Bad
weird
stuff
shit.
happening.
So, what would you like to say to him?
It's
a
just
human.
one person?
It's just one person. Which I believe Sneak said that they didn't catch any of them alive and they killed them all. So you're like, huh. Here's a live person.
Mm-hmm.
Because Tombstone said, yes, we did catch someone alive.
Mm-hmm.
But that was also like 2 or 3 days ago, I think. Game, so.
Who are you?
Do you look the way you do? Fuck you. I'm not telling you shit. You're one of the terrible three. You're a fucking monster. Kill me if that's what you're gonna fucking do. You're not getting any fucking information out of me.
Who are you?
He just stares at the wall.
Should
Okay.
take something from him.
Yeah.
Are you trying to intimidate him or anything, or persuade him, or are you trying to use any of your skills? Because he's not going to just answer you. You hear the click-clacking, and the one in the helmet comes running over, very excited, and runs into one of the cell doors, and falls down, and lifts up his helmet, and goes, "You want me to torture?"
Not yet.
And the other one comes running over and stands next to him and goes, "Do you want me to torture?" And they're very excited to torture him. And he goes, "No, fuck you, get those things away from me!"
What good little things.
I wanna, cause we're connected by radio, right?
Oh yeah, you can let them know about this.
I want to let them know that there is someone alive before I start doing anything.
You guys head down there?
Yeah.
Okay. You head down there. Do you want to notify Sneak too? Because he told you there was none.
Sure.
Okay.
Yes?
I thought you said you killed them all.
Killed what? All where?
All of the intruders.
Yes.
There's one down in the prison.
Oh, not that one.
What? Okay.
Found him in tree. After talk.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Gonna eat him.
Okay.
You want to eat him?
No.
I come.
Okay.
All right.
So you all arrive. Sneak is not there yet, but you all arrive.
He's just a human.
Holy shit! You're all still fucking alive.
What were you doing here?
Fuck you.
I want to take off my armor and my weapons and enter the cell.
Sorry, you're not my type. And he spits on you.
Is he chained up or is he?
No, he's free. You get the feeling that the goblins have beaten the "don't try to get out" of him. You know what I mean? He is naked and badly beaten. It looks like his body's sore every time he moves.
I want to just hook him across the face.
Okay, I want you to roll for strength.
Is he a human?
Actually,
Yeah.
wait.
Shit.
What is when you punch? I'm just gonna do strength.
13.
So, oh, fuck you. And he's looking at them like you can tell he wants to hit you back, but he's looking at them like fuck. Like he's absolutely fucked.
Where do you hail from?
Oh, a little place called Go Fuck Yourself.
I want to hit him again.
Roll for strength again.
16.
This time you grab his hair, yank his head back, and just go boom, and just break the shit out of his nose, just shatter
I
it.
imagine that
Don't-
by this point the veins are starting to glow green.
Oh, you can, yeah, slightly in the dark, you can see, and you see like up his neck, the like, as he's, this changed him a little bit, and as he's, and the blood starts gushing out his face.
Sorry.
I'm from Valnor. I'm from Valnor.
Oh, okay.
That got it. That loosened his
I
tongue.
was gonna say I'm not really from around here, so you're gonna have to pinpoint that.
Valnor is the big trading city of the place.
Hmm.
It's about 3 days' travel.
Under whose guidance did you spy on our lovely tree?
Who the fuck do you think?
I want to break his pinky.
No. I'm not even gonna have you roll for breaking a pinky. Come on.
I don't want to go too much on the face
You-
because he
You
might
like
pass out.
you're still holding the back of his hair, I guess, to like keep him, and you grab the hand, and he's like, oh, no, and you just snap it backwards. You're still holding the hand, so you got the rest of those fingers.
Plenty more to
On
go.
his left hand, 2 of his fingers, these ones, are gone.
Okay.
It looks like they had been bitten off.
Goblins probably. do
Yes.
that.
And as you snap it, Sneak goes.
He left hand. We take fingers, no shoots.
No. What?
No shoots.
Oh,
They
good.
bit off his trigger fingers, so he
Nice,
can't
I like
shoot.
that.
Okay. They're clever in their own way. So you break his pinky back. Oh, fucking!
So I want to walk
It
in.
was Valnor. I work for Valnor. It's the military. I was told to go here by my commander.
What do you do?
58. I want to put my hand on her shoulder and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Oh, okay. Okay, you do not... Do you reset the bone so that it can cure, or no?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't. Unless
No, so you can break it
Unless
again.
you're telling me what's going on.
He doesn't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You gotta tell him.
Again.
Instruct him. Instruct him.
You're healing him? Okay. I'll pop the bone back into its...
God fucking shit. Fuck. And then you heal him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll or no?
No,
Okay.
I won't have you roll. Just... And you hear like...
So now you can break it again.
Alright. You're as fucked up as they say, you know that? Nasty bitch. Fucking devil freak.
I'll
Do they
break his
think-
pinky again.
God, fuck! fucking human. What are you doing working with a fucking drow and a fucking devil? Are you kidding me?
Do they
The
believe
fuck
us
is
to
wrong
still
with
be
you?
alive?
What?
Do they believe us to still be alive?
There's rumours. I'm not very high up on the chain. I was sent here as recon to scout for the possibility of hostiles.
I'm giving you the chance to do this on your own
I'm
free
fucking
will.
answering your questions, you bitch.
I want to
So they wanted
break
me-
his ring finger.
Fuck! Snap! God! Shit!
I mean, he is answering our questions.
Motherfuck balls! You know, I didn't think that it hurts like that much, but it really does. I don't. God, I broke my fingers when I was a kid once. Falling down, it wasn't this
Punch
bad. It's so much worse when someone else is breaking
I want to
them.
punch him in the face.
Good roll strength.
I didn't want to do it hard. 19.
You knock out 2 teeth.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta be careful with the face.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The green
Yeah.
through your veins as you. Yeah, I don't even think your strength got increased by that.
Yeah, it
was
did.
It was.
It was
Okay.
plus 2. Plus 2.
He's
Good
gotten a lot
strength and
stronger.
constitution.
You bash and one of his teeth is jammed
In
in your
my knuckle.
hand and he doesn't even notice. He's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? As he's looking at like the veins go through and the look in your eye.
Just answer the questions. Be easier for all of us.
He looks to Esther.
Are there any further missions for the tree or involving us?
Well, there wasn't. There fucking will be now that the scouting party's gone missing. You're probably gonna be looking at more scouts coming.
Not if you go home and tell them everything's okay.
I mean,
Direwolves.
How the fuck you suppose I do that, you stupid fucking bitch?
I mean,
The fuck am I supposed to do? Tell them, oh, everything went fine. Look at me.
I just,
I'm alright.
I just want to brace his middle finger as if I'm gonna break
Alright,
it.
okay, alright.
I mean, he has a plan.
well, no.
You're gonna know something.
His whole troop died. He has to go back with some kind of battle wounds.
He went crazy in the madness of war and killed them all.
I would not have done that. And even then, you think they're gonna buy that I went crazy and something didn't make me crazy with some fucked up magic.
That's true. They could probably test against being dominated.
Fucking idiots. No. He looks to you. Still just waiting.
Out of game, is Valnar where we are?
Yeah.
Valnar's not where we are,
I'm
where
not-
you are currently, but it is
No,
the city that
that's what
you're.
I mean.
It's where the Underboss.
I'm
it's-
not too
You're
worried.
fucking that shit.
Yeah, we
He
kinda-
doesn't need to go back home.
I mean, I'm kind of done. We can get Mr. Moggles to add him to the facade if we want.
Wait.
Who's Mr.
What's that sentence?
My tree to add him to our wall art.
Who's Mr. Look, I don't want to meet Mr. Marbles.
Sentence.
If you want me to go
Wait.
back and deliver a message, you want me to tell them everyone's dead,
No.
what I can do is say that we died fighting the corrupted creatures of the forest. Oh, the forest is more dangerous than we thought. There's dire wolves, there's dire bears, which there are, which we're clever, we avoided them, but I could say something, we fucked up, it happens. You know? And then they won't come looking. But if I don't go back, if all of us are dead, you're looking at 2-3 more scouting parties or a smaller actual platoon coming out here.
No, we already have Valnar. It's fine.
What, no, you don't. There's only 3 of you.
Are you a fan of sports ball, Wally?
My name's not Wally. And yes, what did you do? What have you done to us?
when he breaks eye contact with me for a second, I want to be the Doug Dimmadome guy back when he looks back.
I think I'm hallucinating.
You were Alabama out all these years?
All these years.
I ate at your fucking restaurants. Oh god, those are the best steaks I've... oh god.
It was made out of people.
Oh god, no. I want you to roll deception actually. Let's see if he believes you, because it's not really
That's a
your
pretty
thing.
good one.
26.
Oh god.
The no food he had in his stomach came out.
Have you Have you three been in this country all this time? Have you been doing this to us?
In plain sight.
Why? Why are you doing this? Why are you hurting all these people? What do you fucking want?
We're just like you. Oh, sorry, you wanna?
I don't think we've hurt anybody.
We're just like you, Wally. Following orders. For a good cause.
For a cause.
For a
I
cause.
see. It's Vampiria, isn't it? They sent you the fuck over here, those blood-sucking fucks.
Whoa, easy with the
Questline.
racism. We have no idea who you were talking about.
They literally suck blood, they're fucking vampire kings and queens. We've been at war with them for years. Don't fucking play stupid.
Do you?
They would employ a fucking drow and a tiefling and a...
Yeah.
He looks at you and a...
Person.
mercenary. Is that where you're from? Is that who you are?
I'm not from around here, but I'm not from Vampiria.
You said Valnar is at war with Vampiria?
All of
All of
Marseille.
Marcellia is.
Are we from here?
No, none of you are. I think I asked that in the beginning,
Yeah.
but I think I made it's easier if none of you are.
Hey,
Draxia handpicked you from around the world because she's like, oh, you three are terrible.
Wally, we're not from around here. We don't know what your little war is going on.
Yeah, but it might benefit us.
It certainly can benefit us, but we don't know what he's talking about.
They'll fucking eat you alive.
They'll probably join
Well,
us.
actually,
My blood might be tainted.
is that fucking radiation in your blood?
To be honest, I don't even know what the hell it is.
You're fucking crazy. You're fucking nuts. So what? You were sent here to fucking destroy our country? Destroy our whole continent? Why?
There's something to do.
At that answer, you see like his heart break. Like, I'm not getting out of here alive. at that cold, dead stare that I'm sure Esther gives, I imagine he just has cold, dead eyes.
Yeah.
As you look at him and say
Like horse
it was
eyes.
something to do.
Doll's eyes.
His whole demeanor drops, and the like little bit of toughness he had just like because he knows he is dealing with pure monsters at this point. Just make it quick.
No.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, that broke character. You didn't say that. Holy shit.
We'll leave him be for now.
It just breaks
Okay.
down.
I'm gonna
They're gonna
exit the
eat
cell.
him.
As you go for now, you turn. They start going towards the cage.
So if you have plans,
But Sneak goes, wait,
Not yet.
Only one limb tonight.
all three of them, and he goes, oh god, no! And they and fucking jump on him. The one that has a helmet misses entirely and it's punching the wall.
Good.
And the other two get on him, and Sneak takes out the big fucking like obsidian knife that he has, and just stay still. And he's like, no, no.
Well, that's a
Put
thing
my
that's
armor
happening.
back on and my weapons back on.
Why'd you get naked back there?
I didn't get naked. I removed my weapons from entering the cell.
That's fair.
Don't want to make a move for my gun and
Yeah.
firing some.
Alright. So we
So-
got that happening.
So,
Really got to
Do
stretch
we-
your evil muscle on that one. That was good. You really got to show your
do we know
prowess.
much about Vampiria?
No.
Yeah, that's
You know
I
nothing
think
about
first
We
time
should.
that really popped up.
We
huh?
should do
Whole-
some.
Whole continent's at war with them.
I was gonna say we
You
should
don't
do
really care about current events. You're not really like.
We are the current event.
Yeah, right now you've been mostly focused on your own thing, but would you like to
But
look
they
it up?
could be,
Ally.
an allied force if we wanted to take over this country. Because if we come to them, I'm sure they've heard about the terrible trade.
I would say, if any of you want to roll history, you could roll history to see if any of you know of Vampiria in general.
Not gonna be
16.
good.
16? Okay, so no.
Maybe did work.
10.
No. What did you get?
5.
Okay. So, doggy! And then the smart one of the group, hey, there he is, goes, you guys don't know what Vampiria is? Yes, you did do a job for them once. You did a job for Duke Hold on.
Silver.
Sir Fribble Popinjay, Duke of Wales.
You did a job for Duke Rothschild, who was a vampire. That was a good couple of years ago, but it was when you're just kind of traveling all over randomly, bouncing around. And you did a job for him where he just wanted you to go and eliminate someone in another country, and he paid you half right up front. Good money, solid money. You did the job, you came back, and you got the money for the rest of the job.
Was he affiliated with any kind of military groups or government?
Well, he was a duke, so he ran sort of a little area. I believe that's what dukes do, like a small swath of land. Vampiria has a very medieval sort of hierarchy. There are kings and queens of their specific areas. It's like 3 or 4. I'd have to look back on my notes, but as far as you specifically know, Duke Rothschild was a vampire. When you went to his keep, it was spooky, but not nearly like that. It was just like a regular keep. But he does keep servants around from which he drinks. He did so while you were talking to him. You remember him grab one of his slaves. Slavery is huge over there. He grabs one of his slaves, slits their vein, poured it into a glass while speaking to you, and then held it and patched it up and sent them on their way to be taken care of, and drank blood while speaking to you. First you thought it was just some bullshit like intimidation thing. This Alex music. So
as he's relaying all of this, his eyes are just going wider.
Yeah. You thought it was just some stupid bullshit intimidation tactic when you saw him actually drink it, and he and you saw the fangs. You're like, that's a legit fucking vampire. He also only ever spoke to you at night, and you're like, Vampiria, the blood. I get it. You know, he was a real nasty fuck.
I mean,
so I know I got.
But that would be essentially a contact.
I was gonna say I have a contact in Vampiria. If we do a job for him, we may be able to get a small military force behind for us, fighting force.
good to know. And Astride, you can get in touch with Craxia if she has any influence on the matter. Or...
Can try.
Because that whole nation is at war with this one.
Oh yeah.
Maybe.
And the Duke was all about. I mean, he was pretty reasonable when it came to the terms of the contract. He wanted it done. He paid you he paid you half, and then he paid you the rest. He didn't try to cheat you. He didn't try to kill you. He did the deal. So that was something. He was a fucking asshole. He was a prick and a snob, but he fucking did the deal. So,
with the mall active again too, they were across the way, weren't they? On that sea, or are they on a different?
No, they are not across the mall. They are north. So if
Gotcha.
you're at Valnar, they're all the way north. They are past. They are past the Holy Stone Mine, which is the prison that you guys heard about, and then north there is a fort called Dawn's Hold, which is basically the you will not fucking pass. And Dawn's Hold has been holding off Vampiria. You got to think, vampires are super weak to radiant energy, radiant magic, and that's what this fucking country is all about. So that's why Vampiria, though its forces are probably many and it's strong, sunlight is a power.
Yeah.
That's a move you can just do. It's like, go away, and you just fucking kill them all.
Eventually, we could lead an army from the prison, break the prison open, maybe coordinate with Vampiria to just
crush Dawn's
Hold. Like a mosquito.
Now, you don't know too much about Dawn's Hold. You just probably saw it on the map.
Sure.
But
I could try to get into the prison.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If we
start uprising from
that's
within.
going to be a whole thing. Don't worry. I'm working on that.
I want to do that.
What?
Okay.
The mine?
Oh, yeah. Holy Stone
Freedom
Mine.
Mine.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
So do we actually want to try to get Vampiria to fight with us, or...
We could at least send those tendrils out somehow now. We're at a base of operations. We have our resources, through Draxia, through your contact. How are you going to get in touch with them?
I have no ways. I just stick my ear to the ground.
You do not have
I'm
the ways. How would you guys like to send a message? You're trying to send a message to Duke Rothschild. You know where he is.
Mm.
You know how to get a message there. You just don't know who would send the message. You don't have his number. This is something in this world where like radio contact wouldn't really work. You'd have to send somebody to go there with a message.
Or a bird.
Do you have the spell?
I might. I definitely don't have one active. But
That's a spell?
Send message, I think.
Get out, really?
Yeah.
let's see.
Yeah.
But I might
Well,
not
shit.
work.
That's
It does
another
It
method.
does Verizon damage.
Because you don't know him. I don't
I
know.
do.
I don't know how it works though.
He just has to stick his tongue in my ear, and then I stick my tongue in his ear through the message spell.
The guy's sitting there at dinner. Ah! What the
This is a wet willy.
Hate magic.
I vomit into his ear.
I don't
He
know
vomits
that.
into
Yeah,
his
don't
ear.
Imagine how
Yeah.
irritating
Plus
that
it's
could
in
be.
range.
Irritating.
If someone knew the spell
Oh, really?
message, and if all they needed to do was know your name,
They can stick
they'd
their
be
tongue in.
fucking awful telemarketers. Imagine telemarketers.
Oh my god, I'd be up at 1 a.m. If you'd like to buy this now.
I would be hunting them.
Yeah.
Like, I think it would drive me mad.
Ah, sucks.
Do you have the spell?
I don't.
Do you have
It's
the
also
spell?
a very small range now.
We can bring the Dusk Keep to him.
Oh shit.
You'd have
That-
to get there, though. You'd have to get there and
That
then
has to be
bring
a
the
known
Dusk.
location.
Well,
You
yeah.
summon it to yourself, I think.
You summon it to you.
Oh, I thought you
Yeah.
could just be like, go.
No, that'd be way too easy. Because then you could send it
Teleport
somewhere and then
anywhere.
and like pop up there. No, I'm making it that you have to be somewhere.
Wait.
Yeah, reread it.
Actually,
Broken game.
Well, that's what I meant for it to be. Let's see what.
oh wait, yeah. Let me
You
actually
bitch, what
see.
are you thinking?
I'll
What are
look
you
at
doing?
that. Let me look at that one first.
Oh, are you looking at something else?
Yes, I have
Okay.
another solution. So, but anyway, Dusk
Fucking with
Keep.
my dang dig dag on spells.
And were there other prisoners, maybe even dead, anywhere in these cells?
No, you get the feeling that all the other prisoners are,
Consumed.
yep,
Hmm.
or at least packaged and ready to be eaten later, salted, kept in a.
They know goblins.
I don't know.
and
They
cannibals.
probably just have a. I think they had a meat pile last you checked.
I mean, that's why you salt it. No,
Yeah.
that's not why you salt it.
You put
You
it in
still
a
need
shed.
to put it somewhere cold.
Yeah, you put it in a shed, dry and
You could
Oh,
really
you can
so-
dry it.
cool
Okay.
and dry. Yeah, that's probably what goblins do.
I wonder if I
That's
could
the only
reverse engineer my blood for the goblins.
Oh no, that's
No.
another one as well.
No.
But let me actually get the Dusk Keep.
thing. I mean, you could send a messenger. That is a possibility.
Yeah.
Who would we send?
And like I said, they are vampires.
Longest.
He did drink blood, but he was like not without like fucking manners. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like if a
It's
message
not
is sent,
savage.
it's like exactly. They're not like wild fucking
Mm.
blood drinking animals. They're intelligent. They are people.
Mhm.
They're just some of them are super dicks.
We could send one of your
Vampires.
emo boys.
We could.
You'd
Do you
blend
know
right
the?
in.
Do you know where he is?
Yeah. I could give you the city. I could even give you the mansion that he stays at, or castle, really.
Yeah.
Okay, we can do that. We'll
This
do
is
that.
this would count as your criminal contact for. That's the only reason I'm giving you this is because
Because
you
my
have that.
criminal
So this is
contact.
essentially your criminal contact for like Vampiria in general.
Okay.
If we were playing a game in Vampiria, then it would be by city. But I'm gonna
Yeah.
say you haven't explored it enough to know.
That's okay.
So,
it
yeah.
sounds worth it.
So I'm gonna say he gives you the address, where to all that shit.
And it doesn't. It can just be anybody. I
I
don't want
mean,
it.
it just has to be a courier. It's just somebody who knows.
That's
how
what
to
I
get
mean.
there.
I don't want it to be people I have direct contact with. It can be somebody else.
Yeah, you could
that they know.
You could hire a professional courier who's like, yeah, I know how to get there. Dangerous because we're at war with them, but I can.
Oh, we were just gonna send one of the emo boys.
You can absolutely do that.
Yeah.
Set
They
that.
probably go there like every Tuesday night.
Yeah.
So you contact John and tell him.
Yeah.
I get clothes from Vampiria.
Did you deliver the message? Yes, and it was awesome.
Awesome.
Fucking loved it there.
Or should I say lame?
We went to Vampiria Disneyland.
It's just blood.
Goth boy sent as.
You need to name him
Yeah.
Wally.
No, she
Skylar.
doesn't have a contact with him.
Skylar McFerguson.
Does that sound like a very goth name to you?
No, but imagine how upset he is with his name.
I drove him to
What's
that lifestyle.
your name? My name is
Sky.
Draven Darkspire. It's like
No.
your name's Skylar, asshole. Stop it, guys. Come on.
Guys,
Come on,
I
please.
really want to be like you.
All right. Okay, so done deal. John says no problem. We're gonna get it together. Whatever you guys want to write. If you want to write anything special in the letter.
No, I'm just,
It's
What
your
is it, just get in
contact.
touch with Alex?
Your pen pal.
yeah, I'll just be like, we have a grand business opportunity that involves your nation destroying this
You
nation.
sent him a Nigerian scam telegram.
All we need is this much money is for all the diamonds.
No, I just want to set up a meeting. He
Wait.
knows my name, I know.
Bondus,
You want to meet him?
Yeah.
Bondus, what was that magic you got us to use Skype with? Those interdimensional beings. Remember that? We opened up the...
Yes.
Do you think we could arrange that with this contact of Alex's?
You want me to reach out to a vampire to talk to him?
Yes. I mean, we could do that right now, huh?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or can we arrange for it if he needs to be in contact first?
I would arrange it. The Fae is different. I was calling the Fae, and that's a little bit easier. But I don't even know if this Duke has magic. I don't know if he has the ability to answer that call.
I wonder if I can dominate it.
I could try, but he might not even be able to realize that I'm trying to do it right now.
Just hears a ringing wherever he is.
What the fuck? But I can give it a shot.
Do you want to?
I'm sure, yeah, absolutely, if it'll help. Okay, and he gets
Such
himself
a good teammate.
gets himself prepared.
Prisoner.
Prisoner.
Hey, I told
Friend.
you. Okay.
And he gathers,
I said you could go wherever you like.
gets his shit
No,
together.
he can't.
I choose to be here.
That's what he keeps telling me.
He sits there. He
But when you guys
concentrates.
leave, he wants us to leave together, me and him, all the time.
He goes, stop it. He does not. He concentrates and concentrates. No, looks like this Duke Rothschild. I mean, it could be a bit off. I don't know him, so it's not like.
Yeah, let me draw him
If
a
I
picture.
knew him, I might be able to. What?
Let me draw him a picture.
Is there an
It is a
E?
very bad picture.
Performance check?
Yeah, do a performance check.
Is there an E on the end of
Oh,
child?
shit.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, an 8.
It's a smiley face.
That's really good.
Thank you.
Good job. That's excellent. Let me give it another go. And he tries.
I forgot to add
Do
it
you
here.
think if he was prepared to receive this message, it'd be easier?
Yes, he would. If he doesn't have the magical aptitude to answer, he most likely has someone around him that does. He's a duke, right? He rules over like a town. Then he probably has an advisor, or there's a mage in the town who could do it with him. Yes.
Put that in the letter.
Then we could actually have a conversation. Sure.
Okay.
So do we
That's
have to
in my
wait
letter,
for the
yeah.
response though to know that he has someone set up?
Put one of your.
Emails.
If one of you
Prince.
If one of you isn't too worried about it, you could give him one of your actual names, and he could try to contact us too through.
Yeah.
Well, he already
I-
knows Alex.
That's me.
There you go. Excellent.
So I'm gonna give him my name.
Very good. All right. So
I'm not giving anybody my name.
okay. So you
Your name's not Astride?
It's actually Astride.
Yeah.
set up a magical Skype call. All right. Anything else you guys would like to do?
I have such a migraine. Hello.
What is it that plagues me
How-
so?
How do I turn the volume down? Hello.
He never got the message. Like the guy got killed on the road somewhere, so it's just like, what the fuck is this?
It's just dial
incessant
tone.
ringing.
It's just dial tone.
Dial-up shit.
So, anything you guys would like to do?
Was there something about a heist?
It's back in Valnar. You want to
Well,
go back to Valnar?
If we
You can fit
listen,
Bambadoof back right back to the room if you want, and then you're back in Valnar. And we're gonna take a break as soon as you guys tell me where we're going, and then when we come back, we can do a fucking bank.
You guys want to
do we
leave
want to
Valnar?
do that, or did we want to like do it behind the scenes?
Listen,
somehow?
you're almost done.
Are we abandoning Valnar?
There's a war in the north.
There's the hint of the student. We're at war with vampires. Let's go, guys.
Our team is ADD.
I mean,
The king in the north.
It's not gonna go away.
The king in the north.
The war's been going on for like 50 to 100 years. It's not going
And we
away.
can make it better.
Well, we have an inn.
We're in the end game now.
You do, and you can get to that inn after you.
Let's
if you want, listen,
resolve the
do whatever
Valinor
the fuck you
story.
want. I'm ready to roll. And when we come back from the break, if you want to fucking start venturing, or if you
Let's
want
go to the
do
mine.
Let's resolve Valinor. Maybe we don't heist a bank. Maybe we blow up a bank.
You can do
Okay.
that if you want.
Well, I like your idea that you can have your people put it in the works.
We
That,
could do it by
that way
Do
we
it
can
for
skip,
us.
need
Yeah,
to.
that way we can skip that quest. It's like a fast track.
What, the bank?
Yeah.
You can have them rob the bank if you want. You can absolutely do that.
And then frame.
Because now that we have
Roger,
an army,
Roger.
we can
Yeah.
have them do shit for us.
Yes, you can.
While we do the fun vampire playing stuff and the mine stuff.
Hey, that's cool. I mean, whatever. You know?
Just working hard on these.
Who gives a shit, right?
just throw that map out.
Oh, there's a bank for the map. A map for the bank.
We don't even. We don't
Did
do
you
that
draw
map.
up a map for the bank?
No, I was gonna on the break. If you guys want to do the bank, I was gonna set it up with those little walls. But it's cool if you don't want to.
What do you guys want to
We're
do?
There was the
literally gonna
bank.
blow up
There was the bank
instead.
and the noble families. If you guys want,
We were gonna kill two birds with one stone with it.
I remember your whole bizarre ass plan.
Right.
But if you want and you want to have John do it instead, they might do this, but just understand that you'll have no control over how it's done. Like he'll try to do it to the best of your explanations, but
Well, if he
Yeah.
fails, they're
What
not
if-
worth hanging around anymore.
Jesus.
What if we host like a banquet for the nobles, like a
I mean,
financial
he's-
summit at the bank, and then we blow up the whole thing? Just kill them all.
What was our mission? To either get them on our side or kill them?
No, it's to get their money and support. It was to get their support.
Well, if they're
Because
not,
they have sway over the community.
but if they're
Who
not here
cares?
anymore,
We could just,
Listen, I don't. If you want to ask who cares, I don't give a shit.
let's just mind
Blow
meld
up the
them.
whole city. I made these just in case you wanted to do it this way. If you were to raise fucking zombies and turn this whole place into a terrible
no.
meat Willy Wonka land, by all means do so.
Meet Willy Wonka land?
But if you guys want to instead do
to
this,
slowly build an army.
it is.
We turn the whole city into an army.
If you want to bring them all to the why would they have it in the bank? Why would they have it in the
Financial
bank? Jeff?
summit. I don't
Free
know.
lollipops.
Have you never had like an office party?
At a
Yeah.
bank?
If you work at the bank.
The nobles don't work at the bank. Why are the nobles going to a... He's talking about like a
They have
political noble
mansions.
summit. Okay, I'm sorry, hold on. We're
Banquet
supposed to go on break because I have to take a piss. So here's what's gonna happen.
We were losing track.
Are you going to Valinor to set up this summit and blow everyone up at the bank? You don't even have to answer if that's what the plan is.
Let's go back to Valinor and resolve something.
Okay.
Is everyone
Or-
okay with...
And then we'll start our conquest to the north.
Okay.
We should, yeah, we'll do this and then we'll end it going towards that mine.
All right.
It doesn't matter whose side we are,
All right,
on,
we
there's
will,
a war.
We will take a break at this time as you guys set up the portal and are making your way to Valinor. And as you poof into the room, we will continue from there after I go take a piss.
Yay!
Well, I stay behind. I start making my way up north.
And we will, if you want, start trekking towards Vampiria, which I now am regretting I mentioned.
Oh, I thought you did that because you wanted us to go up there.
Yeah, eventually, sure.
Like,
Right now,
like
maybe.
a month from
I
now.
guess
should
so.
have known better.
I should have. You're right.
The king of the north.
Oh, I like this because this is like non-copyrighted War Pigs.
Okay.
Just a little more funky, not as good.
So, back to Valinor.
So we're in the hotel
You
room.
guys pop up in the hotel room.
Did we pay for this?
Not sure.
Pay for what?
The hotel.
Yeah, didn't I talk with the lady at the front desk?
No. And one of the things that you did was you put the circle underneath a carpet. So what happens
It's
is...
gonna come up underneath the carpet.
Actually,
We're Rugrats.
I'm gonna roll for this to see if this happens. Let me use this.
We should do dexterity saving throw.
No, I'm gonna roll. I had planned to do this before, but I had forgotten. So thank you for reminding me. You bat into the room. It is
Everything's dark.
mid-morning, you know what I mean? Closer to the afternoon. And there is suitcases unpacked on the bed. And you hear the shower going. And you hear what sounds like singing. And like a woman singing. And there is a man like on the bed sleeping.
Jumping out.
In a towel and
I'm gonna
nothing
put him in a
else.
sleeper.
Okay, so you crawl over there. Roll stealth to get over to him before you can.
Okay, so that's a 17 before my stealth, which is a plus 10. That's a 27.
Okay, you're able to get like in bed with him
Nice.
before you do this, and you just.
I don't want to put him to sleep anymore. I just want to snuggle. No, I'm kidding.
So you, I'm not gonna have you roll for this. You get up, and he can't even speak because you just tighten it so hard. And he's out. You just let it go.
No, I'll look back at Jeff.
What do we do with the woman?
They both look at you, Astride. What do we do with the woman?
I can go in there and disintegrate her right now.
Killing hundreds of people, but a little shy about walking in on a woman in the shower.
That's just wrong.
And that's she's at her weakest right now.
I mean, we can wait and see when she comes out.
Does she
See
get
how long
stressed?
they have the room for.
And then kill her.
Yeah, I guess if you want to kill her, God.
Or
You're gonna kill my wife?
He's
he wakes
out.
up.
Yeah. Do you put him again?
Yeah.
How long do you? Oh. Good job, Alex.
Go on. So you wait for her to get out?
I mean, we could sneak out of the room and then just get another room. And you could use
This is our room.
Okay.
It has your teleportation circle in it.
Yeah.
We could always rewrite it.
No, this is ours now.
Oh, and plus, now it's going to be on their tab, not ours.
You're right. Yeah. I don't think it was ever on our tab.
So the
I don't think
shower
we paid
turns off, and you hear her get out of the shower, and she opens up the medicine cabinet, and you can hear her start messing with. Yeah, there you go. You're gonna be here for a little bit.
I wanna look like her husband.
Okay, in the towel and everything.
He's in a towel.
Yeah, he's in nothing but a towel.
All right. I'm gonna go into the bathroom.
You open the door. Honey, what are you doing? I'm not ready yet. You already had your shower, and she's doing shit. She's now. She's blow drying her hair. That's your.
I wanna unplug it.
What the fuck?
I really like your hair when it naturally dries.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I don't, because it gets really fucking frizzy. And she takes it, plugs it back in the
Asshole.
wall. Fucking think I give a shit?
I'm gonna start filling up the tub.
Okay. You just had a shower.
What are
you doing?
What are we getting ready for again? I'm
What?
sorry. I had a wild nap.
Tell her you forgot your
You've been out
anniversary
there
date.
for like 5 minutes.
I know.
Well, first we're gonna go see the market. She's speaking, but she has the blow
Speaker
dryer.
woman.
I think I'm just gonna keep filling up the tub.
Okay, you do. So you just stand there. You two are just kind of.
The
guy goes, "Oh shit, man! What was?
Jesus, these are bad sleepers. I'm gonna do it again.
Who are you?"
When the
And
tub's
this
all the
time-
way full.
This time he shits himself from it, which can happen sometimes.
I'm a sleeper.
Oh.
Whose bed was
Esther, you just.
this? Whose bed was this? Is there 2 beds in this room or 1?
There's 2.
It's yours now.
No, me and Vondas were next to the TV.
When the tub's all the way full, I want to push her in and I want to put the hairdryer in it.
Why did be discreet?
Roll for. Are you very strong? Roll for strength. I don't think you're very strong.
She's not suspecting it.
Roll with advantage because she's like in a towel, not expecting it.
And on a wet, slippery
But
floor.
like you're particularly weak, if I don't recall, so this could be
Her
really
arms snap.
12.
12? Okay, that's good enough. You get out and she's. And you see her speaking to you, and you walk over. Do you just?
Yeah, because that was rude as fuck. We're having a conversation. She's gonna turn on the blow dryer.
So you sit there, you look at her, and she, and as she falls back, you see like a face of like,
What you said?
what the fuck? And at first it's like a minute of betrayal, and then it's like oh, you fucking prick. Like she expected it. And then and she's and
The lights surge.
The smell starts coming out of like burnt roasting flesh, and you're
Nice.
What do you want me to do with this guy?
I come out of the.
When he comes to, let's ask him something.
I was gonna throw him in the tub too. Okay.
Well, we could.
We could do it after.
Yeah.
I'll unplug it.
Yeah. Pretty sure there's like a safety on that shuts it off after.
not in my world. There's not.
Just becomes perpetual energy.
It runs on like a super reactor.
Novas
that's why the
start
flesh
coming
is
after.
burning on. All right, so
It's like a Tesla coil.
Plasma.
he.
How long do you have the room for?
Who are you
Is
people?
it tied to your credit card?
Oh man, I think I shot myself.
How long do you have the room for?
Look, I don't want any trouble. If you want any of my money, it's right there in the briefcase.
How long do you have the room for?
What?
How long do you have this room for?
This room?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. We have it for about a week, or
Okay,
like
cool.
4 or 5 days. What? No, listen, I can give you whatever you want. I can make your wildest dreams come true. I can't really do that, but I have a good amount of money. You can take my
What's
money.
your line of work?
Well, I'm a salesman.
What did you want to be?
Ah.
I wanted to be an adventurer. Go out on the road and discover new lands.
Do you really love your wife?
No, I fucking hated that bitch.
She's gone.
Yeah.
Take that briefcase, leave this room, and never come back.
Thank you.
He gets up.
He gets up, shit all
He
over,
walks out.
shit all down his towel and his pants. He grabs his briefcase, grabs his hat off of the thing, puts it on his head,
This is great.
walks over, opens the door, and goes, "Man, I know the name of the man who changed my life forever."
What do you want me to do?
This is yours.
He just wants to know that.
You're the man who changed your life.
Thank you. He looks over in the bathroom and sees
Sees himself.
sees himself turn, step, and sees his roasted
It's like
wife.
The Shining.
And goes, "My God, it was me all along," and leaves.
Is he naked still?
He's in the towel of shit.
Which
He's in his poop towel, and he goes out. And as he goes out, he goes, "I'm free!" And you hear, "Oh God!" as he goes by somebody.
The great drama behind this is people are gonna think he killed his wife and they're gonna be hunting him forever.
He's gonna be in prison like 30
A week
minutes.
He
tops.
ruined his life.
Oops. Well, we'll be in the room for the next week, so they won't discover the body until.
At least a week from now.
We can always get rid of it.
Or until they smell it.
The smell's already there
Burnt
from the
hair.
burnt. Yeah.
Ooh, we might want another room after all.
You should just open up a box and throw her in there.
I mean, to be fair,
Oh, that's true.
it also kind of looks like a suicide.
Well, just
With her husband running off
Sure
with
it
his
Shit ton.
briefcase of money.
And her head bashed against the tile as she fell into the
turn
tub.
the bathroom vent on and close the door. We just won't worry about
Well,
it. for
what
now.
about when I have to take a shower?
That's how to handle dead bodies. We just won't worry about it. Turn the vent on, close the door, don't worry about it for a while.
Well, I wanted to take a shower.
We'll take care of it later.
What about my shower?
You go in there. Mm.
You'll get another room.
Never mind.
Turn on the vent. Shut the door.
Burning air smell out of her.
It's obnoxiously loud.
It's a little off axle. Too.
Yeah.
Okay. He left behind his wallet and his money.
Oh,
So you have his money.
What was his name?
What was
How
in the
much?
briefcase?
Henry Bendelson.
How much?
His briefcase? You don't know. He took it with him.
How much money is in the
You said
wallet?
there
How
was
much money?
money
Like
in there.
$50. Do you split it or do you just keep it?
Do you guys want 50
Just
bucks?
keep it.
Vonus goes, "Don't. What are you doing? It's easy. You go with that.
Thanks, Vondas.
You're welcome."
I forgot to add the money I
drunk?
drank last time.
No. Not even.
Are you sure?
Oh, he probably went to the pub when I was sleeping on the guns.
Cool.
Yeah, he definitely is.
I'm not drunk.
All right, so what were we gonna do here?
Do you want to get in touch with the underboss?
Are we robbing the bank or are we blowing it up?
Well, that was said in a moment of excitement. I don't know if that's actually an objective. Do we want to blow up the bank?
I don't know.
I want to reach into the bag and get some cookies and, and scatter them on the bed.
I'm gonna
And he hops out and starts eating them.
beckon the Underboss to come to us.
Come to you?
Yeah, you can't just talk to her. She's gonna be like in her bathrobe again,
Just gonna-
walking through the
It's
streets.
the middle of the day.
Well, no, I'm gonna ask her to come
To your hotel room.
Tell him to bring a cleanup crew.
with a cleanup crew.
Oh,
I'll
wow.
be right there. En route.
Yeah, this time I'm asking. I'm not forcing.
And I appreciate that. Here I come.
I
So-
didn't say that to her.
Okay.
Oh.
Still appreciate it. So, in, I'm going to say about an hour, she arrives with her people. She looks a little bit sleepy because she sleeps during the day mostly because she runs a nightclub.
Because she's a vampire.
No, she runs a nightclub.
Alright,
Can I
nice.
ask her if she's a vampire? So,
What was it?
she arrived, she pointed at me.
Jersey Shore.
Pointing back. It's Jersey Shore, man. Come on.
That's
Jersey-
a,
Jeff,
that's
it's
a
Jersey Shore.
Jerseyans point.
This is, when people look at this, you know what they think? They think
It's
Jersey
like
Shore.
Jersey Shore,
Jersey
like
Shore.
immediately.
So, she arrives with a couple of people, cleaning crew, and they walk in. There's shit on the sheets. There's a dead woman in the bathroom, and there's a Vondas eating cookies, who is not invisible to them because he is drunk. So he is not paying attention. So they walk in and go, "Whoa!" And some of
So
them
are
go,
cookies just disappearing?
No,
off
no,
the
he
floor?
is not invisible to
Oh,
them
okay.
because he is drunk. He did not turn it on.
Okay.
So they walk in, and she goes, "Oh, you got a little rabbit there with." Is that a jackalope?
It's a rabbit.
Holy shit! You know those are really rare, right?
Just clean the
You could
shit
get a lot of money for that.
and clean the bathroom.
Their skins are worth a lot. And Vonda's, as he's just sort of singing. Holy shit! It sings. All right, so I am here. You should have told me that you're living in this room. I could have comped you guys the room the whole time.
Can
Well, I
you get
guess
us the room next to us
Now
too?
you can do that.
The room next to you?
Yeah,
Yeah, I can do that if you
for
want.
some privacy.
Sure.
We'll open up the center divider door though.
I think this was her music.
That way we all have our own beds.
You want me to give you guys? Yeah, you all three of you get a
I mean,
different
I don't
rooms.
sleep, so.
True.
Like at all. Alright.
So, Underboss, we are setting our sights up north very soon in the near future. We are going to be going on a conquest.
Where
In the
you're
meantime,
gonna go on a what?
conquest.
Where to?
Vampiria.
You're gonna go to
We're
Vampiria.
going to take the Dawn's Hold as well, after freeing slaves at the mining camp.
We're ambitious.
If you do this, and Vampiria's forces come pouring into the country, into the continent, can you tell them that Valnar is on their side and wants no trouble with them?
Yes, assuming that you take what you need here and we've put you in a position of power to do so. This might be the first place of the insurgency in Marselia if we are taking it that high this soon.
Can you control the military in this town?
I'm thinking
The problem with Vampiria is if they come into this land, they are going to try to start setting up, because they want the territory, because it's right against the mall, and that's
Well, they can have them all.
They can have this whole territory.
no one has the mall.
I
But
have them all.
But they have ambition and they want them all. Now, if they come in here, they're going to start setting up their own little governments. They're going to start setting up the princes and the princesses and the dukes and the barons and whatever the fuck else they got going on.
We'll make you a queen.
Well, that's what I'm getting at. Now, I don't want to be a vampire. I'm not a vampire kind of gal. That's not my thing.
You don't want to
But
live forever?
I'm not too worried about that. But what I can do
What do you mean by that?
There's
What I
this-
can
What do
do
you? No. What do you mean by that?
means I ain't worried about my age.
Why?
Because I ain't.
How old are you?
Are you demanding that she answer you?
Yeah, I
Okay.
want an answer.
Because I have magic abilities that allows me to live longer. Not permanently in the way that some are immortal, but I don't want my immortality to limit me from being able to walk out in the sun. When you think about it, being a vampire is kind of cool at first glance, but at the end of the day, all it takes is one sunshine spell to blow your fucking soul out of your ass. Then all they gotta do is literally do it again, and your soul turns into dust, and you die.
Do you have to be a vampire
That's really big weakness for me
in
that I'm not about.
Vampiria Vampiria.
No, and that's what I'm saying, is that if they come in here and if we do it right, they might be alright with allowing non-vampires to rule in certain areas. And that's only if they're able to really get a stranglehold on this area. My vision for Valnar is that it would be its own free city. Is that it's its own place, like a city-state. And that's how a lot of the other continents work, and that's how I was hoping, that's what my eyes were set on for all of Marseille at the end of the day, is that it would be free.
Currently, we have burned the map from Stillport to the Lacuna Tree to here. Right now, our ambitions lie in making that fire spread in a straight shot north from here to Vampiria. If that is the case, this will be the center point of that axis that binds it together.
Yes.
And with you at the helm leading this free state of Valnar.
Yes, you would be able to get whatever you needed, whatever kind of supplies, provisions in order to get there. And you could establish communication between myself and them, or I could establish communication between myself and Vampiria. The only issue is that if anybody gets wind of that, I'm fucking dead. You know what I mean? And the whole project is up in smoke. So I would rather, if you're going to do this, I'm going to stay quiet until you get up there and make sure that they actually are willing to work with us.
Until we're ready to pull the trigger on that arc up.
But that's a very fucking good plan. If your main ambition is to fuck all of Marseille, Vampiria is one of the best floodgates you have at your disposal. I mean, I'm sure there's also forces in and around the country itself. There's a shit ton of gnolls. There's goblins and shit down by the Scorpion Swamp. There's other things here, but Vampiria, I mean, that's people thirsty for thirsty for blood. Thank you.
If and when we take is it Dawnhold or Dawn Keep?
Dawnhold.
When we take the Dawnhold,
Yeah,
once we destroy that, it'll be a straight shot pipeline of resources and wealth coming from Vampiria to here, if all goes accordingly.
That's if you get rid of Holystone Mine. Holystone Mine's going to be a problem too.
That's also on the list.
That's implied.
They
we
have
don't take
their
the
own
Dawnhold
forces.
without the Holy Mine.
Now, the only issue is, and I think it's a big problem, is you're going to have both a champion in Holystone Mine and a champion in Dawn's Hold. Most likely, last I heard.
Not a problem.
That means
Okay.
we're gonna level twice.
Exactly.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Okay. You still haven't leveled since.
Alright. The one's called Locomotive Rock. It's a rock. That screams.
What the fuck is he talking? Alright.
As
You sit on the bed with cookies and a rabbit who is drunkenly eating cookies and singing opera.
In this plan that we concocted less than an hour ago, in our
Oh, that's
excitement, yeah,
Nothing could go wrong then.
we decided that we are narrowing our scope a little bit in Valnar,
Okay.
and would like a recommendation on a louder, more rapid response for public opinion swaying versus previous plans we discussed involving the bank heist and noble families.
What's your idea?
Something loud. Something, this is just mine, gathering some noble families and removing them all at once.
Like poisoning them? Or bombing them? Blowing them up?
Loud.
We need a fall guy. We need to make sure that your suits, your villain suits, are seen doing it, and then we catch some other clowns in those suits, and I'm the one that gets them. We do that, and then we can blame them for this, we can blame them for that shit at the church, we can blame them for every fucking thing that you guys have been doing so far. We catch them, we blame them for fucking everything. So we got them.
Who's the young boy?
Benjamin.
Benjamin? Benjamin should be one.
But then there's a whole crime family that is...
Now, the only issue is that I need their money. So, when it comes down to them, I need you to leave at least one of each family member alive. They're going to inherit the entire family's wealth, and then I can just get to them. If you guys are busy, just leave me the one member of each family alive. Hopefully the most susceptible, stupidest one. And then I'll be able to get into them.
I mean, we might be able to just get them in a position that we can dominate that one, get their wiring info,
There you
call
go.
it a day.
Smart.
Let's do it.
That's why we hold the financial summit, get all these people there one-on-one, and we intimidate or just straight up possess them for that information, and
Where?
then rip off the band-aid of their lives.
So we're gonna have a fop party.
We're gonna have
Essentially,
we're gonna have a
you're going to have a
party
nobles party.
one last time.
I want to start putting.
Well, hopefully not for the last time. You're going to go hang out with vampires after all.
I want to whip out my powder blue suit.
Listen,
I take out my
From-
orange tuxedo.
from the last D&D,
He still has it, yeah.
He still has it, yep.
is it canon? It's the same character?
Yeah,
that was
this
like
was
so
this,
many
this
years
was
No,
insane.
his character in this game demanded that he went to a
Remember it's
tailor
important?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
had
okay.
a suit,
It
a
isn't
powder blue.
canon.
He got a powder blue one, and he got
I
some
think I
stupid
just
orange
replay
one.
the same character over and over again.
You really do, but it's never not great. So it's
The
fine.
Fop storyline legit was shot for shot. The Fox
That was
in
from
the
Fox
Hound,
in the Hound.
yeah.
Yes, yeah, with the dude. Yeah, oh, yeah.
The dude.
Well, I
So-
can't resist the duel with the entitled
Yeah, you
fat
can.
fop. Sorry.
So,
Getting a little angry.
so you want to set up a
I
party
hate
for the
them
nobles?
so much.
You want to set up a party for the nobles?
Just the men.
No problem. Do you want to hold it at a specific noble's mansion, or are you going to hold it at like a big party venue?
What's
What
the
kind of venue is available?
best hall?
It's like
Is there any opposing nightclubs? Two birds, one stone. Take out a competitor.
Yes, there is. Any of them would jump at the opportunity for you to do this. The what's the type of bird?
Raven.
Nightingale.
Flamingo.
Flamingo.
There it is. The golden
Coming bird.
Stop it. The golden flamingo. A competitor to the teal tiger for quite some time. They've caught on to my tactic of making sure that you keep your nose clean and run a nice tight ship, and the Avenger, whoever he is, would leave you alone.
He's dead.
Good. Fuck him. Fucking scumbag.
Crashed in a ship.
Good. Fuck him. Crashed in a
Definitely
ship?
dead.
Definitely not coming back.
What
to
ship did he
surprise
crash
Alex.
What ship was that called?
Wing Dancer?
The Wing
in?
Dancer?
Holy shit. Carla Lily's ship?
Yeah, trapped in the bottom with explosives and then crashed head on.
You guys do not fuck around.
No chance of survival.
She looks right at you. So,
I didn't do that.
I did that.
So, you can go ahead and set it up there, the Golden Flamingo. They would fucking freak out. They would, of course, accept that. I can make sure that the word starts getting spread to the nobles. You guys can have time to go... Actually, you know what? Let me set up the meeting with the Golden Flamingo. Let me get spread word to the nobles. You concentrate on setting up how you're going to do this thing. Go to the Golden Flamingo, maybe scope the place out. Wire it up, or go in shooting, just fucking gun everybody down. It's up to you. You're gonna be in the suits when you do the deed anyway, and then when you get out, just make sure you have somebody to put in those suits.
We'll need like a floor plan, exits, entrances.
I can get it for you.
Okay.
No problem. So,
I was gonna say we have to go straight violence with this, otherwise we can make more undead, but we have to have a fall guy and bodies, so
I could probably, if they're willing, supply bodies.
well, I mean we need a new event of people.
It can't look like it's from us.
Yeah, for once we can't relish in
I have like
that.
50 people at my...
Okay. And then dress them up in the suits after. Underboss, can we get copies of these suits made? So if we can just escape in them, we just need a carbon copy.
I can do that. You guys can have the ballistic ones. I can just give them mascot outfits.
You know what's even better? We can look like them.
Yes.
That's true.
We can take their appearance. Oh, then it could be anybody.
At the party, we can straight up bathroom kidnap one of the family people and erase his mind and put him in one of the suits.
Bathroom people.
Stop.
You said it. I don't even know what that means.
Bathroom kidnap somebody and then I don't know. You had a party.
You know,
Like,
yeah,
how-
you want to do some coke? Let's go to the
How
bathroom.
this one killed two of your guards.
Yeah, actually.
Oh, I did find them. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate that.
What?
You left them in the fucking bathroom, bleeding
I-
all over the fucking place. Couldn't you snap
Oh,
their neck
your
or something?
guards.
Spew
I have no
blood
idea what
everywhere.
you're talking about.
It's soaked. It was fine on the tile, but it's soaked into like the wooden thing in between the door and the anyway.
You gotta get better
Got into the
security.
trim and shit. It was terrible. I had
That's what I
to
would
uproot
do.
all that. It cost me money anyway. So
FOP party for the vitalization of Valnar. That's what it says on the invitation.
well now we don't want to write fop.
I know, that's why I'm laughing.
Noble.
You're like, why not? I just grabbed the dice with my foot. That's why I did a weird jig. Okay. So, is there anything in particular you guys want to do, or shall we just jump to the party in our last half hour?
Let's just jump to the party for
Okay.
me.
So, I wish I had fancy pants. Fop
Do like some? Is that all copyrighted? Like
I have festival.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
You don't have any like jazz or like
Not yet, because I didn't think I would need it.
This is
Like,
playing at a
I've
nightclub.
I also listen to other music in my life, so I have a lot of other music.
no,
I've
I
been
mean I'm
listening
sure
to.
he has an album for jazz like Back Bay Lounge.
What? Well, where do you find this?
I literally Spotify'd his name and then jazz. And he has a whole album of jazz music.
Don't play anything else.
I'm not. Oh, why? Because the YouTube government's gonna kick down this door,
Yeah.
break in here, snap my neck.
Well, no, if we ever want to make money off
It has a llama on it. You see?
Perfect.
There you go.
Okay. So, you guys enter.
Ooh, this
Are
is
you at
nice.
first in your powder blue suits? Are you entering in your mascots and killing everybody? Or are you first going in fancy pants?
Fancy pants
Fancy.
as a human.
fancy pants?
as a human.
I want to put the duffel bag of suits hidden in the bathroom on top of the ceiling fan.
No problem. It was done
Before.
for you by her people. This is why it's getting better to start corrupting people. And what do you look like?
Fancy.
Are you wearing that fancy elven dress that you stole that turns into whatever
Oh my
color you
god,
want?
yes.
Excellent. What
Changes
do you look-
colors, right?
Yes.
I
Do you
have
look
it somewhere.
How fancy.
Do you look like a human? An elf?
Human.
Okay. So, you guys walk in looking sharp. Are you in your powder blue
Oh.
suit?
Yeah.
Are you in your orange suit?
I imagine I dry clean it like pretty frequently.
Was that an item
Okay.
that you...
I don't want it to be all wrinkly and
Made?
bloody.
Yeah, it was a home
Okay.
brew item that I sent you.
Okay.
Or that.
Because otherwise it would
It's
be
not in my
like
inventory.
disgusting. Because I use it a lot. I got my money's worth. What was it, like 190?
And then we stole it back.
Oh,
We
stole
killed
it
the
back.
guy, remember?
I don't remember.
Do you remember what it was called?
I'm looking for it now.
Is this a
I think
live
this was
pianist?
before.
In
But
the
this was, I
nightclub?
think, before.
Yes.
I'm
That's.
getting-
I think it was.
I feel
This
like
was
I'm actually
before.
there.
This was before I was making them. So you don't. It's a beautiful dress that looks like whatever you want, pretty much. It's any color you want,
a chameleon dress.
and it always like slinks to your form to make you look good. Anyway,
Wasn't it called like a chameleon dress?
so there are tons of. No, it was like an elven, beautiful elven dress. So there are tons of people there.
Oh, dirt.
Fops and
drinks.
nobles all and as they're all kind of mingling about, you do know that the certain families are there, but their whole families are there, which means you need to get one from each of the families away, kidnapped or whatever, so that they can survive this party.
We can straight up scoop up a handful of them in the soul box, drop them in, and start it going. It depends on which ones we have to keep alive, though. We have to have one from each family, or just one period.
One from each family,
Yeah.
so that because that's the whole point is
What
that
if I-
she needs the money.
What if I separate the survivors, like tie them up, keep them in the bathroom from each family, and then when it's time, we could just lay waste to the rest of them.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
We could keep the ones you bathroom in a soul box and just get away.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll have to pick off one by one.
Okay, so you have the Lantermores, the Grants, and the Sparazas. The one nearest to you, it looks like you see the a couple of the Lantermores as they their father, Roger, their mother, Catherine, their son, Chase, daughter, Valerie, and youngest son, Skylar. And it looks like the youngest son, he is probably like 17, which is good because it means his inheritance wouldn't be available to him for another year. He's like, and his like suit's a little disheveled, and you can tell he's probably on something a little bit.
Is that Evan in the crowd?
Stop it! Why?
I'm kidding.
And whose family?
This is the Lanternmoors. So Skylar looks a little bit like he doesn't give a shit. He's aloof. He's a little bit high. The
Okay.
daughter, Valerie, is so into connecting and networking with people. She's talking to everybody. She's doing all that shit. Looks really nice. The son, Chase, is basically not leaving his mother's side. Like, the mother keeps moving him to specific people, ignoring the daughter while the daughter is actually networking. He seems like he's lost in thought. The son, Chase.
How old is he?
Chase,
Because you said the
closer to
youngest.
30.
Buster Blues.
Probably 30-ish, yeah. The daughter's sort of in between there. And the father and Catherine are together, obviously. The Grants. They're across the room on the other side. Father, Norman, mother, Helen, and son, Benjamin. Father Norman, a hefty kind of man, is just at the hors d'oeuvres table, like, and like eating shrimp. He's just eating shrimp. Shrimp after shrimp after shrimp.
Is he removing the tails?
Eating shrimp. Yes. But just eating shrimp. The mother and Benjamin are actually like meet and greeting people, like, oh, and Benjamin has got his like
Poison
winning
shrimp.
smile, like, oh, of course, yes, of course, I'll remember you when I'm big and famous.
How old is he?
Benjamin? Probably like 35.
God, these children are so old.
Well, they're what? They're the
Adult
the
children.
youngest, yeah. And the Sparazas. The Sparazas are sort of all over. You see the father, Vincenzo, as he's kind of what is actually a night call? I'm gonna say he's actually just sitting at a table playing cards with some people. The mother is at the bar, just getting drunk. The son, and that's Vincenzo and Melody. The son, Donnie, is
Donnie.
I'm gonna say you see the son Donnie going into one of the bathrooms with another young woman, just slipping into the bathroom. The daughter Jacqueline is sitting there laughing with a bunch of people around and going, oh my god, yes, I'm actually an excellent dancer. And the youngest daughter, Bella, is kind of just sitting in a chair awkwardly, like sort of alone and miserable. They're just kind of
That's a target.
Yeah.
cool. So, other than that, there's people all over the place. Who would you like to make your way towards?
You want to each divide up, try to get one each from each family?
I think it should be Benjamin, Skylar, and Bella.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I'll get Skylar.
Okay, so you go towards the kind of like, whatever, youngest kid of the
Where are we pulling
Lanternmoors.
into?
The bathroom where the one's already banging in. So we get two
Okay.
birds in stone.
Okay. Yeah, we can kill him later.
Well, that means you're not going
If
for
we need
Bella
to.
because that was Donnie. You're going for the son, Donnie.
No, that's where we're bringing.
Oh, but you are taking Bella with you. Okay.
Because then whoever's,
Well, because the Underboss did say bring me like the weakest ones,
Yeah.
so that I can get my claws in.
And if we get extras in the crossfire, we can always just kill them later.
right, yeah.
So, you start making your way across, and as
Do I
you
have any
start,
cigarettes on me? Anything to smoke?
you could steal some.
Yeah, get some from somebody.
Oh, I got an idea. Okay, go on.
You wanna
Yeah.
swipe some? Okay, roll sleight of hand.
That's a nat 20
Fuck.
plus 10, so that's a 30.
So you it's crowded, and you're like, ooh, excuse me. Ooh, oh gosh, excuse
Just
me.
drugs
You
in
have
my
a wallet.
pockets.
You go, ooh, excuse me, and there's like a bag of pills. You're like, ooh, you're like, oh shit. Ooh, excuse me, and you pull out like this really beautiful pocket watch. And you're like, You actually have a lot of good shit because
Nice.
they're all nobles. You have probably close to $500 worth of just stuff from like the 5-minute walk.
Okay.
From just bumping elbows.
I want to sit like
You-
close to
Okay.
Skylar.
So Skylar kind of wanders over and kind of just has a seat and like has like a tray of food and just starts like eating food. You sit down next to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna take out the thing of pills and like make eye contact with them and just shake the pills.
What are you trying to? No, I'm kidding.
I'm gonna stand up, like look back and forth, and go to the bathroom.
And he nods. He's waiting for you to go across the room, like he's gonna not make it so obvious. And as you go across the room, you feel a hand on your chest, and you look, and it's this portly looking nobleman who looks at you.
Oh.
And as he looks up, you can see he's drunk. You know, and he looks up and goes, "You're Filbert, aren't you? Filbert Lemmerhaven. Well. Seems I found you at last. Thought you could fuck my wife, did you? Filbert?" And he touches your chin.
Don't touch me.
Think you could fuck my wife, did you?
Like shrimp tails and shit.
Well, it's not that
Okay,
guy, but a
yeah.
little bit of the spit gets on your face, and you're like,
I got a mission to do.
I want you to roll,
Con?
what?
Constitution?
No,
Okay.
willpower.
Oh,
This is
okay.
all willpower. Or wisdom.
18.
Okay.
A solid 18.
Okay, so but how do you get him away from you?
I think that all the veins in my neck are bright green right now.
And I would say roll perception to see if any of you guys see this. Or you don't give a shit, do you?
Nope.
I'll roll.
Yeah.
What's your passive?
No, 13.
6. But passive
6.
is 12.
12. You notice it that someone has their hand on Alex and just spit a little bit in his face, and you see him go like you can almost hear his teeth grind.
I want to
as
say
he's-
over the mic, so we got danger. We got Fop
And,
proposing a duel.
and you can hear Vondas in your stylish bag, going like, "Just stay calm, just don't do anything." And he goes, "Well, Philbert, do you think you're man enough to take me, huh? You Pamby?" And he pokes your stomach, and this fop man is poking your stomach. He has one of the powdered wigs.
Oh, no, he doesn't.
Yes, he
No,
does.
he doesn't.
This poorly man in his powdered wig, and he goes, "I bet you're not man enough to take me, are you? Philbert been
look
dodging me for
Alex
years."
Down at the finger.
Philbert,
Alex
and he,
resist.
I'm
I'm over Mike. Alex
gonna
resists.
take a look at my white gloves and take off my left white glove.
as you take your glove off, I want you to roll another wisdom saving throw.
19.
So you, and you're like, "You know what? I don't." And his glove comes across your face, and you.
I want
"Do you accept, Filbert, or do you run like a coward?" And Vondas is like, "Run like a coward. Don't listen to him. Just run like a coward, so we can do the mission."
I want to punch him as hard as I can in his Adam's apple.
You want to punch him in the.
Hopefully,
Oh,
I want to try to crush his windpipe. That's
Oh,
that's an 18 plus
29.
11.
Let me ask you something. Are you trying to do it stealthily, or are you just boom? Like,
I would.
are you trying to crush the Adam's apple
Had
and
good
walk away?
willpower.
So it looks like he's.
You said it's out of willpower base.
Well, I mean, he's been rolling really good for.
He has.
Oh,
So I'm
okay.
gonna say you can do it stealthily.
Okay.
Roll for stealth with advantage because you're good at this,
Because
and because your willpower has been doing, your wisdom's been doing really well.
7, and that's a 16
16
plus
plus.
10. Yeah, so I guess I
So
do
you-
stuff
That's
like
good. You and he. Well, and you see blood.
And
you
before he
just
drops, I'm gonna take his wallet and put it in my pocket.
you don't even stealth sleight of hand that. You look him in the eye and take it. And he, as he just sort of, and you just see the man drop, and some people go, "Oh,
I think he's having a heart attack.
He's choking. He's choking. Oh, he's choking. He's choking." And so one of the security goes, "All right," and comes over and he's like, "I got him. Holy shit!"
It's literally an imprint of a fist in his neck.
And so they're doing that. It created a good distraction though. And at that point, Skylar got up and walked and started making his way for that bathroom. You're going to the same bathroom, right? The
Yeah.
men's room that you went into. Okay. Esther,
Mm-hmm.
who do you approach?
I guess I was going towards the bathroom to lock them in or something.
We haven't gotten everybody yet, but okay.
No,
If you
because
wanna-
two of them are in the bathroom. Or,
That's true.
It is very true.
As soon as Skylar and
We don't
Alex
necessarily
get in
need the other one.
So were they both a part of two different families, or was it just the one kid and some random?
So Donnie's in there.
there. Donnie's in there, but Donnie's not the softest target. He can be like a rough and tumble kind of guy, so he might give you trouble.
It's
But
okay.
I mean,
Who's he with?
just some random
Some
chick.
person?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then if that okay, go on. I'm sorry. If you.
How have I been in the bathroom before? That's it. Did we
Yeah,
scope
I'm
it
gonna
out?
say you guys already kind of scoped out the area. Yeah, because I didn't expect this. So let's just say it's gonna run smooth until there's like action.
How big is the bathroom?
Decent size, not massive, but
Single entrance for each.
yes.
Yeah.
Probably like 4 or 5 stalls, maybe, because it's a nice place.
I
Couple
want
urinals.
to summon Mr. Marbles inside the bathroom, just sitting against the door, smush the girl's head, and just hold Donnie down so he can't make any noise. Is it that big?
No.
Small?
He's gonna like crush
Break
the
door
area,
wall
and it's
stuff?
gonna notify everybody.
Yeah, no, not good then.
Not stealthy.
Not stealthy. Alright, I still want to make my way towards there.
All right, let's jump to Astride. What
Go
you
for it.
think? So, what are you doing? You going over to Bella
Mm,
of the Sperazas,
no, because
or do you want to go for Benjamin?
yeah, I'll
of
go
the Grants?
for Benjamin.
Okay, so you arrive. You are walking with it, and again, you make it look like just like a stylish sort of.
Well, now it would be
walking
like
staff.
a cane, yeah.
Yeah, as you approach.
Or yeah.
I mean, you could be a mage and have a staff with you. It just looks like sleek and beautiful instead of that gnarled bone.
It
So,
would be like white, like birch.
just very pretty looking and elegant. So you approach, and he's meeting people, and oh, hello! My goodness, I don't believe I've met you before, Benjamin. What was his name? Yeah, Benjamin Grant. Pleasure to meet you.
I want to hold out my hand.
Oh,
Donna.
Donna. It's a pleasure to meet you, Donna. Are you trying to seduce him, persuade him, anything like that with your like presence?
Yeah,
Or just
sure.
meeting him?
Not intimidate him or anything.
Okay.
Seduce
I'm
him.
very
I guess.
intimidated right now.
Okay, so just roll, I'm gonna say like straight charisma.
Yeah, I guess there's not a.
No.
That's weird. There's one for intimidation.
I'll tell you what, I'll let you roll deceit because you are not this person.
Deception.
Yeah, and you are not this.
18.
Okay. So he locks eyes with you a little bit and is like, very good pleasure to meet you. It was
Swing.
Donna, is what you said? And what do you do in the city, Donna? What brings you to this part?
I'm an investor.
Oh, really? Huh. Could never know too many of those, huh? You're not there.
And I want to. So I have a bag with me. So I want to be like, I have a lot of money and I want to spend it. And I want a minor illusion.
Nailed it.
That's exactly what the rich men want to hear.
A lot of money in my bag. Close.
What is he, a bank robber?
Are you a drug dealer? Like,
Yeah, what?
That's a lot of money.
Deception, I guess, because of the illusion.
I know we've been on this Dutch angle this whole time.
Dutch angle.
And all the viewers are gonna like get seasick watching it.
It's a natural 20.
What?
Plus
Money.
9.
You said money?
Certainly do. You're looking to invest.
Mm-hmm.
I assume you're looking to invest quietly.
And in many areas of my life.
I think we should talk somewhere privately. And he like closes the bag. You know what I mean? Over the fake money, but he closed the bag.
The bags.
I mean, you could have stolen some person's purse. Maybe we should talk somewhere quietly.
You want to go to the bathroom?
Have a straight. You want to go to
the
You want to go to the bed?
The disguise is wearing thin on the body. That's what's happening. You're like, "Mommy."
You read my mind.
God. Okay.
Mommy, I'll be back. So
No,
think
is
of that
he,
as the
he's not
bathroom.
the.
no, he's not. I'm being like, no. Well, he's the
That was
prim and proper.
Chase.
This is Benjamin. So lead the way.
I'll take his hand and I'll leave.
This is such a degenerate
Bye,
party.
Bunch of
Bye, mommy.
incest.
Bye, mom.
We get a handy by the slow talking stranger.
She has bags of money, mommy. Bye.
Continue with the family line.
Okay. So
Oh my god.
You're welcome.
Alex, as you enter the bathroom, you know that Skylar's not going to be too far behind you since you just made a distraction. As you enter the bathroom, you hear
Oh, they're all in the same bathroom.
in one of the in one of the stalls, and you see another fop man get out of one of the stalls, wash his hands awkwardly, looking at the stall, looks at you and goes, "Hi," and walks out of the.
You want to duel? No. I want to kick open
You
the
want to do
door.
it so bad.
I want to kick open the door with the,
Of the stall?
with the fapping, yeah.
All right, you walk over, knowing that you have a limited amount of time. You kick open the door, and he's just pounding away, and he goes, "You fucking mind?"
He's by himself?
Well, not really. He has a woman bent over, he's
Okay.
banging, but yeah, there's
I
no
need
one else.
poop.
Get the fuck out of here, you clown! And he goes to he shuts the door on you. Because he just like kicks it back shut.
Yeah.
Still going at it.
I want to slowly open the door.
You open the door, he goes, "Alright," and he starts pulling up his pants. He goes, "You got a fucking problem?" And he takes out a gun. He goes, "You know who I fucking am, you clown? I'm Donnie fucking
I wonder why
Sparaza, dip
I did
shit."
this.
And he puts like goes bonk bonk with the gun against your head.
I want to take out the dagger from my waistline, just
So
go
you're
straight
gonna
up
start
into his
fucking
mouth.
taking a what? Roll
Why?
with advantage.
Ooh.
Dexterity, I'm gonna say. Or attack, I guess, just straight attack.
17.
Well, now we need Bella.
That's a 17. What do you want me to roll?
Oh no, it's just attack. so-
Okay.
I'm
So
loving this party.
And he goes, "You think you would fucking come in here? I'm gonna put a fucking bullet right between."
I want to close the door behind me.
You are in there with
Yeah.
him. As he falls, she goes,
I wanna-
She's
I wanna-
like, pull your wrist.
I want to choke, put her in a sleeper.
And the kid you lured with drugs is
He's
just
not.
standing
He's
behind
not
you.
there yet.
Oh.
The door's locked.
She rolled an 18 natural. What is your AC?
16.
As you're like, all right, well he's dead. You're kind of focusing on other things, and suddenly, and your eyes focus, and you're like, fuck! As she just sprays your eyes with pepper spray. I want you to roll a Constitution saving throw. You need to beat a 15.
Ooh.
That's a nat 19, which is a crit.
Yes, it
plus
is.
11, which is a 30.
So you like and take it, and the green like veins kind of pop up as you.
And pushes it away.
And she kind of looks over, and you just
Wipers.
and kind of like look back with like red beat eyes, and she's just and passes out. So pepper spray.
I'm gonna zip tie them to the toilet.
Okay.
Take the wallets out of them.
His dead body is now.
Yeah. Just so it looks like their legs instead of like their heads under the stall.
Yeah.
No, okay. I'll take their wallets and quickly close the door and try to lock it from the backside.
And as you do, you kind of and the door opens and Skylar walks in.
And now my eyes are beet red.
Yeah.
And I got pills, so
And
it
you
looks
had
like
it
I'm
all
high as
dropping
shit.
down your face as you cut. Well, I'm gonna say you wipe that off
Okay.
on like Donnie's shirt or something, and you. Hey.
I just took a hit of this shit, and it is crazy.
Wow, man, that looks like pretty intense. That looks.
Really
Are you
intense.
in pain? Well, no, you rolled so high, you're probably actually
Yeah.
fine. You're just
Mm-hmm.
staring at him.
Used
He's
to
like,
that shit.
all right. What would
get,
Oestre like
get
to
to
do?
the bathroom. Alex, how's it going in there?
I got him.
You
Who the
got
fuck's
it.
that?
Oh, you're in with me? I thought you were on the radio.
You walked
I was
in.
on the radio.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
never mind. Okay. So you go. Yeah.
What do you mean, got him?
You want me to take this guy? I'm not saying this out loud. You wanted me to take this guy alive, right?
We wanted both of them live.
Who's both?
The one that you killed banging the girl.
You want that guy alive?
I'm saying you are having this conversation in game because it is important and because it is actually changing what you're doing in the game.
So you want some pills?
Sure, man. And he starts taking out his wallet and flipping through. How much for? I'll take 5.
Do you got it?
Doesn't even know what it is.
He doesn't need
3. He just wants to enjoy the party.
He's a
He doesn't
background
give a
shit.
300.
Fuck you. Man, I'm out of here.
Hey, 250.
I'm not fucking spending 250.
How much you
on
got?
5 pills. I'll tell you what. How's 50?
For 3 pills.
Alright.
Music.
50 plus 1 we split. So it's 4 pills. We split 1.
Not
You get
buying,
3.
you have them all.
No, that's
I'm
1
buying
extra
you
for.
one.
That's a half extra for you.
Oh. Sure.
I want to whip out the 4 pills.
Gives you the.
I'm gonna cut 1 in half. I'm gonna take 1. I'm gonna give 1 to him.
Okay.
It's just Advil.
And you take one?
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
That's ecstasy.
Oh, okay.
You just took some ecstasy. You only took half a pill.
Who would have foretold Alex ruining our party?
I didn't ruin anything so far.
He goes, Oh.
And I had to kill the other guy. He had a gun to my head.
I'll see you later, man. Thanks.
And before he gets out of the door, I'm gonna lock it. And then put him in a chokehold.
Look, I'm not into that kind of party. As he goes to the ground with him.
I'm gonna go into the lock stall and I'm gonna tie him up. I guess I should put something in his mouth so he doesn't scream for anybody.
Yes, please.
You are on ecstasy.
Oh, well, not that.
So you take the socks from one of
Okay.
Donnie's feet.
From
and
the
shove
dirty Donnie.
So, you have 1 alive, 1 dead.
Alright, I completed my mission.
Donnie is currently bleeding all over the floor.
Can I get into the bathroom or you have it locked?
Yeah.
I have my door locked. I'm
I'll
unlocked.
use telekinesis.
So as you're sitting there, you hear and look, and the lock just flies over. You're like, and in
I'm
walks
peeking
Esther
over. Oh, okay.
with his dead fucking eyes.
I close it behind me and lock it. Alright, so we got the 2 of them in here.
Yeah.
What the hell's wrong with you? Where are they?
You hear a knock on the door right behind you.
Who is it?
It's me.
Do you have somebody with you?
Yes.
Alright, watch your step when you come in.
Who are you talking to, beautiful? Business assistant?
Does the door open?
Actually, yeah, no, I'll unlock it and move like I'm washing my hands.
And then I'm gonna open the door and I'm gonna use command on him and I'm just gonna say in.
So you open the door, and he walks in. You got it.
Close the door and lock it.
I feel like you could have just told him and he would have done anything.
I want to open a soul
It's
box.
not her way.
Yeah.
I want to open a soul box near like the row of urinals. Alright, Alex, get your guy in there.
What's that?
I'll toss him in there.
Whoa, hey, what's going on here?
Can we gag this guy?
I'm not about this business.
Yeah.
And he starts
I'll do that.
backing up, and he backs up right into you as you close the door behind you. Listen, doll, I don't know what's going on here, but I'm not about this.
Want me to just?
I mean, I'm okay with a shady deal or two,
gag him
but I'm not
first,
down for
Oh,
this.
We gotta
Okay.
leave it open for a little bit.
I'm just gonna like choke him up against the wall.
He sees you like approaching because he's kind of watching, and he punches Astride in the face to get her out of the way, and goes like boom and starts moving her out of the way to kind of like slide her to the side. You take a lot less damage now. You take 3 damage, which because of what you are goes down to like 1 damage, I think. So he slugs you in the face, and it just, and you just kind of look at him, and he's like, what the fuck? And Alex is on him in like a second, and just, and are you choking him out?
Yeah, I guess that's the easiest way.
So he's drags him back, and you just kind of watch him, and he's like, out like a light.
Do the same thing as gagging him, and I'll throw him in a hole.
Alright,
You are missing one
I
Sparazzo.
didn't know you needed that guy. He put a gun to my head.
I open the bathroom door.
And the woman is awake at this point. And the Skylar with the sock in his mouth.
We gotta put sock mouth in the soul box too.
Yep. So you
So
unhook
now-
him and drag him out.
So that's 2 out of, and we need 2 more now.
One more.
You need 1 Sparaza.
Who's the third we have? We have.
There's only 3.
Benjamin
You have a
and
dead
Skylar.
Sparaza. You have
Oh, there's
Skylar
only
and
3
Benjamin.
families?
Yeah.
Oh,
Benjamin
I thought there
Grant,
was 4.
Skylar, Lancermore, and now you need one of the Sparaza.
Who's the chick?
I want to look. Yeah.
Bella.
What's your
Bella
name?
Sparaza, who's
Oh,
just
in
kind of
the
sitting there
bathroom?
bored.
It's
No,
the
no, in the
Oh, the
bathroom.
chick?
Okay.
What's your last name?
Landers?
Just slowly shut the door.
Please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me. Oh, Jesus, there's blood everywhere. Because there's blood everywhere.
All right, so we need to get that last one back here.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants to do it?
Was the
It's Bella, right? That's
Awkward
Yes.
and alone.
Awkward and alone.
I feel like you could probably connect with her.
Sparaza.
you can
The
not
daughter of
listen
a
to
crime
not-
family.
Yeah, I feel like if the
Definitely.
crime lord see me walking up to the little person,
I'm gonna look like Donnie,
Okay.
and I'm gonna leave the bathroom, and I'm gonna look for Bella.
I'm gonna lock it
You
behind
find
her.
Quickly enough. Just kind of,
Oh, and our suits are in here too.
hey, Donnie,
oh yeah.
Hey,
what are we
Bella.
supposed to do with that? Oh.
what's wrong with you?
Feeling off.
I mean, you're filling off. Because you're going to go through withdrawal, stupid.
I need your help.
With what?
I don't know.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Can you just come with me?
What is this, Donnie? What are you doing? This isn't like you at all. What are you doing?
I have to show you something.
I don't feel so good.
What are you, sick?
I don't know.
Well, what, you want to leave? Roll deception.
Motherfucker.
Go to the book.
11.
11. Listen, I don't know what you're playing at, but
I
I'm
need to
not
make-
doing it. Alright? Get the fuck out of here.
Just enthrall her.
Leave me
Yeah.
alone.
What's wrong?
What the fuck do you care? You don't give a shit.
Can't I care about my sister?
No, apparently you can't. You've had years to care about you. So why now? Why? What? Do you want something? You want money or something? Did you not bring enough? What is this?
I want to try
You
to.
want me to try to talk to one of these girls for you? Is that what you're trying to get me to do? I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, Donnie. You're a sleaze. I'm not doing it.
I'm just gonna dominate her.
Okay. Go. You did not approach her in any way that her brother ever was.
I don't know her brother.
She had no reason.
You don't have to explain it. I don't know her brother.
So what does she roll against it?
I think she has to make a 17.
She made a 13.
Ooh.
So you.
Now will you come with me?
You're not Donnie. And she stands up and starts following you, terrified.
I'll take her to the bathroom.
So in walks Donnie again.
We definitely have one now.
And a terrified
What the
young lady.
Okay, into the soul box.
No, fuck you.
I took care of your Donnie problem.
What did you do?
Is that his name?
Donnie,
Okay.
what did you do?
Get in the box.
Right. And she goes and hops in there.
Breaks a leg.
Who are you fucking people? You just close it?
Yeah, so do you want to get 3 of your minions here? And we can start opening fire once we get into these suits? I guess we just go
I still
out.
have
What
I
are
the
still have a
suits
few
for?
pounds of
The suits
explosives.
are for us. They
These suits are for you guys to run through and murder
But
everybody.
who are we framing?
whoever we want, and that's why we get 3 henchmen to.
He was suggesting to call 3 of your goth boys.
I still have
Okay.
I have 20 pounds of black powder and 2 bundles of scrap metal from Steelport. Well, we were gonna do the.
You want to say that you created a bomb for this? Created,
Well,
like, 2
yeah,
bombs?
I have that in my bag. So if we have minions, we could just strap them to the minions and then have them run in there. Yeah.
If you want.
That would be easier for us, and that way we don't have to get our hands dirty.
So I'm gonna say 3 of your goth boys are gonna be in. They've already gotten the.
Would they already be here?
They'd be waiting wherever you wanted them to be waiting. Where'd you want them to be waiting?
Drop down from the rafters.
They can do that.
Well, they can meet us in the bathroom so we can strap them with the explosives.
Or
can
they
do
can
that.
be strapped as we're ready. Like, if we can
We
say.
prepped before we came.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
Okay. I just didn't know if you're okay with
So,
that.
we're safe in the bathroom. You guys want to leave and let the Operation Dumbo Drop commence?
Okay.
Alright.
Emo boom.
Okay. Emo boom. So
Operation Emo boom.
you exit the bathroom because you don't need to bring them with you. You have them in your soul box, and you leave. As you are you looking like yourselves? The
Humans.
Humans.
humans. Gotcha.
Can
As you are, yes.
just for in-game knowledge, can I feel Bella?
Oh, yeah, huh.
She's
No,
on a different
she's on a
plane,
different
right?
plane.
Okay.
No, you cannot reach out to her at all.
Okay.
That breaks it. So when they're in his, that
Wow.
protects them from you.
Okay. You say that like I'm a bad guy.
I say it like Oestre could be a possible threat to you. Not like Vondas, who's a very good boy.
Stop.
So,
As we're leaving, I want to, like, open a, like, fire emergency box and take one of the axes and close the door behind us.
you do so.
I'm sure we have
Exit.
the floor plans of the
You've already
exits.
locked the other ones.
Okay.
Yeah. This is getting dark.
A little bit.
As you leave, all they need is for you to give the word, Astride.
Yeah, as soon as we're good to go.
We'll enjoy a quiet walk home to the hotel under the stars of Valnar.
Hey guys, I got all
As
these
you will-
drugs.
You begin to
Wow.
you begin to hear gunfire from inside.
Yes.
Gunfire and screams. And then an explosion.
Jeez.
And then more
Car
gunfire, more
alarms going
screams,
off.
another explosion. Boom!
How many did we have?
3.
3 of them.
God.
And then the last one. Boom! As the whole front doors blow out. And you see like someone run out on fire and just and slam onto the ground as the whole place is just going up.
What's our... How are they going to explain themselves? How do they survive?
Well, they might not
What?
have survived.
We have 3 people
They were-
that we just kidnapped.
They were out smoking.
How do they survive the party?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, they hid under a table. They went outside.
There may be more survivors.
Yeah.
Maybe we
You don't
put
know,
one of
but-
the. We say some other entity kidnapped them before the incident or something.
Yeah, they don't,
You could. That's something you could leave to the
they don't
underboss
know
if you want,
what we look like necessarily.
unless you guys had something more specific to come up with. But you could leave that to the underboss. I mean, she is a fucking, mafia
Politician.
mastermind. So yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Then as you walk away, with the golden flamingo collapsing in flames, you make your way back into the night of Valnar. Another job well done. Another city laid to ruins, and a good couple of more souls lost.
And a lot of loot.
Well done. And with this, you may have possibly secured the underboss's position in Valnar.
You mean the anchor point of the new world we were establishing?
That's
A
true.
free state
Your first,
for every man.
but we'll see. Most likely in the next session.
Starting a war. We'll see.
And I think we'll cut it there. Yes.
Yeah.
Until next time.
Till next time.
Until next time.
Till
And
next
then
time.
I guess next stop is Holy Stone or Dawn's Hold. Which one are you gonna go
I
to?
think the
first?
mines
Mine.
makes more sense.
Stone mine. All right. I
Randomly got ambitious today to take over the world.
I like it.
Yeah.
Well done.
It's like we're evil.
Let's stop that.
Don't stop
It's
that.
like when we were evil.
Well, they're evil. Is
Me and Vondas are just here for the cookies.
Alex is just misunderstood.
Can you stop?
It's not me. It's him.